Oh man, another day in the life of John Galt. Man, and and you ain't gonna believe this shit, but I took a little nap after the last stream and I said, I'm gonna get up and maybe watch a little bit of the Redskins game, maybe the second half. I slept all the way through that shit. And then I wake up and it's some Negro bullshit again today. You won't fucking believe it. What's up, Candy Man? How's it going? And I thought long and hard about this, I said, damn, like this is one of those streams I think where, one of those incidences, I should say, where like, I truly believe that, you know, the tethers, as they call them, or the Africans and whatever the hell they are, the Caribbeans, whatever the hell they are, I think they won hands down and it just hasn't been seen yet. And so I'm going to show you a video today, of a little tether African American interaction, FBA, whatever the fuck they call themselves. But let's do a little house cleaning here. Please support the channel here. You see the banner at the bottom. My Grown Trucking host, HB2N, me, John Galt, right there, and our wonderful editor, Portia J. Please support the channel. I'm just going to share a story with you today. It just happened, actually, man. Like I said, I woke up and I said, I probably overslept the football game. Yeah, it's 6:30. So I said, let me get up and I go, maybe watch a little bit of the game. It was 4 o'clock or so. I woke up and let me show you what I saw. I got a message in my inbox here. And here's what I saw, and I tell you, I talked to both sides, both parties, and again, I tell you, the tethers have already won, and the FBAs, as they call themselves, ADOS, whatever the hell it's called, they've already lost. Let's see, what do I have here? Uh, where is this guy? So here is an email from a tether. Let me see how I would do this. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to screenshot this so it's not to show you too much information. But I want to show you enough just so you get. Now, this is a tether with a 31 reviews, 5-star rating. That's a lot of reviews for a tether. And the tether, he sent me this message here, and I'm going to show you. Give me 1 second. I'm going to show you this. We're doing this in live time here. And I'm going to show you something about a tether versus an African American. I tell you, it's a slow simmering war down there on the streets where the tethers and the ADOS, whatever the hell they call themselves, are operating. Let me see if I can erase some of this identifying information. Give me 1 second. Let's see. Oh, I gotta do this. Black man. I can't get rid of this. Let's see. Oh. But anyway, so I had this tether. He called me. He says, someone broke into my room. I said, oh no, who could have done that? Who would break in your room, Mr. Tether? Who would do that? And he uh, he said he didn't know. And so I said, well, I think at that point, it was only two other people booked into the house. And so he said he's not sure who did it, but gosh, I'm going to have to see if I can share this with you guys without showing too much information. Just trying to figure out how to best do that. Oh, okay. All right. Here's what I do. All right. So the first message, let's just say he sent me was this. All right, we're going to take a look at this. Oh, that's not it. Sorry. Damn, I'm going to have to show you his name. Fuck it. Just so. Well, the first message he sent me was this right here. I'm not going to show you his name. I figured out a way to get around it. And here's the first message that the tether. Everyone know what a tether is, right? What's up, Seven Steel? I'll be 50 next year. You're a couple months ahead of me. So here's the message that the tether sent me, and here's you should be able to see it here from a tether. and you probably can't see it very clearly, so I'm gonna zoom in on it if I can. But basically it says, "Hey, hi, I got back to here now," Tether, "and the door of the room I'm staying is broken into. I need you to call me, kindly call me." So I said, "Okay, Mr. Tether, man, no problem. I'll call you." And Daniel Nixon, I see if I can maximize the screen. I don't think I can maximize it anymore. But that's basically what he says. I hope you can see that there. And so I said, okay, let me call Mr. Tether and see what Mr. Tether wants. And he calls me and he tells me that someone had broken into his room and said that they found his phone pinging in their phone pinging in his room. And I said, well, that's weird. You mean they were breaking into the house? Somehow they had the code to get into the house. And then they would kick your door in, right? Why wouldn't they just use the same code that they got into the house to kick your door in, Mr. Tether? They said, yeah, I don't know. It sounds suspicious to me. And I said, well, was anyone home when you got there? He said, yeah, the lady downstairs. And what's her name? You might want to know what her name is. Let's see if we can see what her name is. And we're going to see the Tether Wars, the Tether ADOS Wars here. And let's see what we have here. And let's see what we have for this Tether that that also was living with this ADOS. Let's see if we can find her. Where is it? Tether. Her name was Shatarika. Shatarika. And wait, let's see if we can. Does she have any reviews? It doesn't look like she have any reviews. She's been on Airbnb for a month. And let me see if I can show you guys a picture of her. There's a picture of Shatarika here. And here's a picture of Shatarika. Let me share a picture of Shatarika. Let me stop sharing my screen. And so here is the Tether that was home when someone broke in her. The here's the ADOS that was at home when someone broke in her room, and here she is. This is Shatarika. 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 Yeah, Shatarika. Shatarika. Well, however the fuck you want my name. And so, she looks better in picture right here than she does in person. I promise you guys. But I'm going to show you a picture of her live and in full effect so you can see for yourself in Shatarika. And so that is the Airbnb guest, the ADOS, that is living in my house. And she's there with the Tether, as they call them. And they seem to have had kind of a little tete-a-tete, a little back and forth, as they say. These people don't get along very well with each other, as I told you. And so the ADOS, when I called the ADOS, I showed you his message. Let's see where is his message. The ADOS's message. I showed it to you wherever it was here. This is the ADOS's message. Stop. And so I showed you his message here. Share screen window, and there's the ADOS message. He texted me. He got back home. Looks like he's an African somewhere, and he's stayed in Airbnb 31 times. And he's from Hyattsville, Maryland, which is kind of on the PG County border side of DC. So outside of DC, I don't know why he's staying in Airbnbs, maybe, or the new homeless, as they call them. And so anyway, he sends me this text message that kindly call me. I need you to call me. I got back here and the door of the room is broken into. So I called him. I said, oh my goodness, like who would have broken into your room, Mr. I think his name was Ayo, some shit like that. And he said he don't know, but he said the lady downstairs, she was telling him that she didn't hear anything, but until they broke in their door, she didn't see anything or hear anything. I said, you mean to tell me somebody broke in, kicked the bedroom door in, and you didn't hear anything? Shatarika said. I asked Shatarika, she said, no, hear no evil, see no evil. I said, you think they, we keep telling you, the ADOSs are looking out for the Haitians as they come here American, any other immigrant group, the ADOS is saying, "Yeah, bring them on, bring them on." But when they get here, they seem to get along with each other, and they seem to prey on each other. And this is what I'm telling you. I'm going to show you a picture of the ADOS, a video of the ADOS. All I have for you is the words that the African man told me. He's terribly disappointed. They stole his phone and rifled through his shit and just threw his belongings downstairs. He was staying upstairs. I've taken you on a journey through this house before, and I've told you many, many times, like, the biggest issue with the doors and niggas kicking in doors all the time. Uh, it just didn't make any sense. The African just couldn't make heads or tails of it. He said, if they thought their phone was left in my room, then why didn't they just call you, Mr. Galt? I said, Mr. ADOS, these niggas didn't take no phone left in your room. They took your shit to steal. And I said, well, did they steal anything, Mr. ADOS? He said, yeah, they stole my phone. Oh, we keep hearing the lie that diversity will work. And when Ivan came up here, he told you that shit, diversity be working. In America, he doesn't choose to have diversity in Bulgaria. And down here on the street level where diversity is in play, they rob and steal from each other. So let me see if I can show you the room, the door to the room that the guy, it seems I showed you Shadarika, I think I showed you third. And so now I show you the room, the door that kicked in my mom. Every day with these people. Again, the propaganda is we're going to be a one big happy family. I don't believe that's going to work because some of them are going to prey on others. And find that guys just fishing the other person. It is right here. Let me pull it up. Pull it up. And here's what he showed me is that you guys probably seen this room before. Share this screen. So here's the room. Stop it. Share the screen. Share this window. That's what I need to share. There it is. And you can see that the door is clean and kicked off the hinges. Kicked off out the hinges with the frame. I'm not sure if I can zoom in. You can see there's damage to the frame there. I probably can't see there's damage to the frame. This is where the African was killed. This is actually the same house where the guy moved out. So, damage to the frame there. So now I guess it's probably time for me to play a little bit of the conversation that I had with Shatarika. Of course, I tell him people don't stand a chance for one people like me to have to deal with these people. The only people that are really gonna be like me, and even I get tired of them. Bullshit, lying, not being honest. These people seemingly just genetic trait, something that really plays them. Earlier today we talked about the benefit of the doubt and shit like that. And like, you give these people the benefit of the doubt, and I'm going to show you what I've shown you what could be possible in the end, the consequence. And then I go and I'm talking to the African, getting some background information before I get to the house, just seeing what he's going to tell me. Kind of like good cop, bad cop, so I can go to Shadarika and see if she says something somewhat different that's material than what he says. So I know who I'm dealing with, what I'm dealing with. This nigga lying to me. Could it have been someone really broke in? I just want to blame her, that's where I have to go with it. So I said, I just want to be for sure. And I asked him, I said, before I even got there, I said, can you guys hear me? I'm not sure if you can hear me. Are you able to hear me, guys? My mic bad. Deal is. Let's see. We close a couple tabs. Make sure my mic is plugged in. Let's see. Make sure everything's good. Is the mic good? Is the mic good? Oh, okay. You can hear me, but someone said the mic was bad. All right. So, you know what I was saying, but anyway, so I get to the house and here's a conversation that I had with a woman, truly amazing. Let me share my screen with you. Oh, there's the door, and here's the room. Share it. Here's the conversation that I had with the woman. And I just want you to look at the general condition of the room, things like that, and you tell me what you think. And, you know, again, she's basically homeless, renting an Airbnb for me weeks at a time. She came in by way of Airbnb, then she went another week directly. Here's a conversation with the woman. Let me see if I can maximize the screen here.
That's why I can't hear.
Look at the general state of the motherfucking room, and there's a stench coming out that motherfucker like you can't imagine. You gotta say it to you.
I'm gonna call you back. Yeah, some shit, some crazy shit happened.
Like what happened? Crazy shit happened. You know.
I don't know. I was asleep. I'm a bartender, so I be asleep. I be dead. So,
but what? Just out of curiosity, what did you hear?
I heard a loud bang, but this door sometimes does not lock. Like the front door, it doesn't lock. And people just be walking.
You lock it and it don't lock?
No, I lock it.
I'm saying if you lock it, does it lock, or you saying people leave it
Remember when I told you that the front door was not locking?
You mean, let's take a look at it. So the niggas that said the door don't lock. Well, let's go take a look. Let's see if it locks.
Do you remember when I sent you that message though, telling you that this shit was not locking?
Now it's locking, she said. Now it's locking. Now it's locking, she says. Now, when she's the only one at home at this point, the house is, when the guy's room is broken into, which means that if the door was unlocked, that means she would have been the one that left it unlocked unless someone kicked the door in or had the code.
Sometimes it locks, sometimes it doesn't. Like it'll lock and then it'll unlock. I'm leaving out and it'll be like, it locks, and then it pulls the lock back out. It's weird. I don't know.
So anyway, so somebody broke in his room upstairs?
Yeah.
So what did you hear?
I just heard like bang, a loud bang. But I was half asleep, so I didn't know.
You sounded more than one person?
No.
Half asleep at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Just one person?
Yeah, and he said that this front door was unlocked. Like, people just be walking in here.
Okay. People did be walking in, she said, but yet she continues to live. That's a damn lie.
Somebody, I think, was trying to find her phone, and it pinged upstairs.
It pinged upstairs?
Yes.
Now, I want you to listen to this line ass nigga. She half asleep. She didn't hear him rambling. She don't know how many people it was, but she gonna tell you that she heard the ping of the phone downstairs. This is her room downstairs, and we'll see how far she is from the upstairs room.
I heard that too. I heard like a ping, ping.
You heard the phone ping?
Mm-hmm.
She heard the phone ping.
So you heard it?
So she said she heard the phone pinging, but the man said he didn't have an iPhone. So what the fuck was pinging? Somebody help me. What the fuck was pinging? This lying ass nigga. This lying ass motherfucking nigga. He came out of John Galt. God damn it, I'm too fucking smart for these dumbass. The Tethers are gonna win, people. Matter of fact, they've already won. These dishonest, lying ass, stupid ass people. They can't even hold it together in their own household. Can't even get a fucking lie right.
Yeah, I heard it. And then I heard the bang. But I was half asleep, so because I got home like 3:30 in the morning, so I didn't really know.
So you said you were trying to help him track the phone?
I was trying to help him.
Yeah, you gotta say something you trying to track the phone.
I was asleep. I was trying
to. You said something you doing with your phone to try to help him track the phone. So the Tether told me, he said the nigga showed a lot of interest in his phone. Said I can track your phone from my phone. He said, how the hell you do that? How the hell you even know how to track my phone? You ain't got my number.
No, I did not help nobody track nothing.
I mean, you gotta say, they said you were trying to help him track something with your phone and track his phone. So I'm asking, were you trying to help him track his phone? She said, no. But he told me she was. Why would she lie?
No. He's very African, so I know he's not from here. So,
And there it is. You heard it. I'm going to rewind it back again. He's very African. He ain't from here. Diversity for thee. Not for me, but you niggas, y'all can feel this diversity. Because he just, that man said Airbnb 31 times, 5-star reviews. And when I talked to him, he said, John, I've stayed with you before at several of your other places. I said, oh, okay. Really sorry to hear that. Just a Ghanaian West African man. And what did the black woman say? He ain't from here. Oh, I thought we were all immigrants. Huh? Is that not right? Are we not all from somewhere else? Are we not all from somewhere else? That's what they keep telling us. That's what the niggas and the liberals and people keep spouting with. Nation of immigrants. What did she just say? He ain't from here. Are we all from here? The nation of immigrants. Earlier today, we talked about the benefit of the doubt. Who do you think I gave the benefit of the doubt to? Nigga just told me somebody broke in the house, in a room in the house. This niggas didn't even call me. Huh? What? You a woman? Some nigga done broke in the house? In a room in the house? You still there? You didn't call me? Say, I gotta get the fuck out of here. It's dangerous. Nigga could come back and rape me, kill me. Man, I've been doing this shit too long, man. These niggas, like, they gonna have to come up with something different, a new game plan or something. I done seen all this thievery and theft and stealing from these motherfuckers.
No. He's very African, so I know he's not from here, so you know.
What? Not very African. Not from here. Tether versus a FBA battle, one of the many simmering battles down the ground that people don't see bubbling up to the surface, but I guarantee you it's happening, people. That Tether that called me, he was fit to be tied. He couldn't understand how these niggas had gone through his shit and no one had come to his aid. And some black niggas talking about she gonna help him find his phone. And he just can't understand, like, nigga, you stole my phone. Broke into my room. Oh, we ain't got that yet. I'm gonna show you a little bit more. And did you have any conversation with him?
Yeah, I talked to him when I woke up. Yeah. And I told him, I was like, I heard a bang, and he said his door was kicked in or something like that. And it was like, I heard a bang, but I didn't know what was going on because I was asleep.
You didn't come back out to the front door?
I seen him when he came down.
I thought he was or whatever?
No, I didn't see nobody. No.
I didn't see nothing, didn't hear nothing, don't know nothing. But when I walked in, she went on the phone with the police. She was on the phone with her girlfriend talking shit after her house just broke in. Nigga, who you think I'm believing? Nigga, I am the urban landlord. I've been seen all this bullshit. I heard every fucking lie you even think about telling.
I just heard banging. I was asleep. I get off work like 3, 4 in the morning. So
when did it happen, by the way?
I don't know.
I
was half asleep.
It
was recently. It was yeah. And I seen him packing his stuff.
He said some of his stuff was down here. Did you see any of his stuff down here?
No. That's what I'm saying. I be in my own world in this world. I don't bother.
So the Tether told me, he said some of his stuff was downstairs, right by her room. What? What? Why would somebody break in and then move his shit? A lazy ass criminal gonna break in and move his shit downstairs? What? I don't believe. It don't make sense to me. Not me.
Nobody else. I try to be respectful. And then this is my friend. It's my company. He came here to come regulate and make sure that I'm good.
Wait a minute, who is that? And where is that nigga coming from? Who is that? And where is that nigga coming from? I ain't no toilet flush. I ain't no sink running. Where he coming from? In my motherfucking house. Now, I'm gonna ask him. I'm gonna say, I want to hear the nigga lie. Tell me the lie, nigga. Come on.
Yes. He just got here though.
He just got here, but the Tether said he was there. He just got here, but Tether said he was there. He said he was in the bathroom, but I ain't hear no fucking water running. I ain't hear no toilet flushing. Where that nigga coming from? Upstairs. Why you upstairs, nigga? Look at this, nigga. You here when it happened?
No, he was not here.
You wasn't here when it happened. You sure you wasn't? But the Tether said he was. Somebody lied. Who you gonna get the benefit of the doubt to, people? So I proved to you and to them that the door works, the lock works. She was the only one there. Her and some nigga that just happened to stumble from upstairs. Who you gonna get the benefit of the doubt to, people?
So I was like, this door, remember I told you,
so you door don't be. The door fucked up. When I asked her to prove that the door fucked up, it worked.
Lock it.
Who you think broke in that nigga's room? Yeah. Oh, that nigga right there. Broke in that nigga's room. Broke ass. Look at them shoes he got on. Them shoes look fucked up. Don't look like he might. Look at them fucked up ass shoes. You know how it is in the hood. The shoes is everything. And look at them dog beaters he got on. Have mercy. Have mercy. Who y'all think broke in the room? Who you think? Let me chat before I get too deep into this shit. FBA versus Tethers here. We just seen one of the simmering battles in a long, cold civil war here. The battle heating up. Who's going to rent to these people? I ask you, who's going to rent to these cheating ass, lying ass, stealing ass people? The FBA is. And now getting the benefit of the doubt here. Look at them shoes. Look at them shoes. Someone said, did he get his phone back? Nah, the phone was stolen. And he said, man, I ain't even had no fucking iPhone. I had a Samsung. What the fuck was beeping? These niggas done broke in this man's room, kicked my door in, stole a Tether's phone. I wonder what that Tether is thinking about these FBA, ADOS, whatever the fuck they call themselves right now. As he got to scramble and go find him someplace else to live, he has 31 reviews on Airbnb. And it's ADOS with her nigga dog breaking in his shit, stealing his shit, and listen to
this door. Remember I told you,
so you
door don't be locked.
The door fucked up. The door, remember I told you the door fucked up, but we just tested the door. It seemed like it worked just fine. It locked your ass out. We did. Right? It locked her out, right? And here she got some sloppy, sorry ass Negro laying up, serving her dick while she go out and work all times of the night. ADOS versus the Tether. This is an example, a microcosm of the bigger battle going on out here in the streets for housing and other resources. Tell me which one you'd help.
I don't know if I feel like ESLBs, so you know people be watching.
Why you think they didn't kick your door in? I said, why you think they didn't kick your door in, niggers? They in here kicking doors in. They didn't kick yours in. Why is that? And she said his iPhone that he didn't have was pinging in his room. What?
Because he said he heard the ping upstairs. That's what he was telling me. Ping, ping, ping. He said he heard it upstairs. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck. I just heard bang.
I mean, when he got cleaned, did he say that he lost the phone and took the phone?
I don't know. That's what
I mean, did you talk to him when he was here?
I talked to the African guy that lived in the room.
Talk to the African guy. What did he say? African? He's not American here.
He said his shit was kicked in.
I mean, did he say they stole something from him? What did he say? They were looking for a phone?
I think he said his phone was missing.
Did he have company over and shit like that?
No, he said it was just him. I've never seen him bring nobody in here. But that's all I was saying.
In other words, he had no company, no one that would come back and rob him, no prostitutes, no drug dealers, nothing. Just man going by his day. And somehow somebody, his phone that he didn't have was pinging in his room. Unbelievable.
I'm telling you that front door is not locking.
Sometimes. The front door.
It's unlocked and people just be walking in here.
People just walk in?
Yeah, that's what he said.
So have you seen people walk in?
I haven't seen nobody walk in.
I said, have you seen, if people are walking in, have you seen anybody walk in? Did y'all get that? Did y'all even catch that shit? Nah, you can't have cameras in that house. Plus, I don't want any cameras in the house. Never had cameras, ever, not once. No cameras for me. Yeah. Anyway, did you get that? She said, what did she say? She said, what did I could give it to niggers. This is some bullshit, though. I can tell it's bullshit. Let's listen again. What did you say?
Like, it's unlocked and people just be walking in here.
People just walk in?
Yeah, that's what he said.
So have you seen people walk in?
I haven't seen.
She said, people just be walking in. I would say, have you seen any walking in? I ain't seen nobody walking in. People be walking in. Who's seen them? If you ain't seen them, who's seen? Ain't nobody else mentioning that shit. I don't know who could be walking in and out of my motherfucking house. But I imagine that if they were walking in and out and she was right here at the front door, she'd have more to say about that, don't you think?
Nobody walk in, but I remember when I sent you the text message on your phone, I was like, this door is not. I remember I sent you the video. That this door is not locking sometimes. It's just open. I'll try to lock it. I'm not rushing out for work and I'll lock it, but then it'll unlock. And then it'll be open.
You said you weren't here when You said you weren't here when
he just got here. Not even an hour ago. He just came here because I'm feeling it.
Notice how she keep answering for him. Nigga, I asked you. These cucked ass men out here, the women just answer for him. You know, when he took a seat, why she do his bid. Nigga, you stole it. Stand up for yourself. You did the stealing. He looked like he did it. I think he did it. He coming from upstairs. He went in the bathroom.
Easy. Because people are just coming in here like, I don't like that.
So they are. So you've seen somebody just coming in?
I didn't see anybody coming here, but I'm just like, I hear it. When I'm in my room, I hear it, but it's
what
like.
What do you mean you hear it? You get somebody come in, get somebody.
I'll hear them just walk in. I don't hear them do the boop, 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 because you know it's 4-digit code to get in the house. They'll just open the door, and it's open. And he said it. The African dude said it was open. It was unlocked.
I mean, like, if you come in and you don't lock it, then
I unlock the door every time.
I mean, if somebody leaving, don't unlock it, then we go out too.
I don't got nothing to do.
So the African dude said, some of you asking about his rent or something like that?
I mean, I asked him, like, I'm just being inquiring, like, I'm not.
She asked the African about his rent. Why? Fuck his rent matter with her rent. He was on Airbnb. What do you think she asked him about his rent for? I was just inquiring, she says. Everybody want to know what they paying John Galt, but they should just mind their own fucking business. Every man pays a different price.
I'm just asking him what your rate is, because he said he was renting it through the Airbnb.
Oh, you say you rent through Airbnb? I am the urban landlord, John motherfucking Galt. 38 minutes in, 23 people in the audience. Show some support for the channel. Bring you some content. How the sausage is made. Why the rent is too damn high. Somebody got to pay John Galt. Taking on the risk of these niggas that kick my doors in and steal from other people. Are you going to do it, or you going to leave it up to me? And then demand that I provide affordable housing for you? Motherfucker, you got to be out your mind. Got to be out your mind. Woke up in a good mood. I'm still in a good mood, but look at this shit I have to deal with sometimes. But it don't matter to me. I've been doing this all my life, man. Hey, this is nothing to me.
But it was way cheaper. Which is not.
It was way cheaper. He got a better deal. Okay, well, get on Airbnb, pay the fees. You can stay however you want to pay. Airbnb or directly with me, John Galt.
I don't care. That's not my business. No, I was just asking.
I was just asking.
But I definitely know that this door does not lock.
This door don't lock. If she continues to live in, I done showed her. We went through a demonstration that it locked.
Sometimes. And that's why I sent you the video and I sent you the text message. I sent it to you directly.
But what you're saying is probably it's unlocking because it's locking. Because clearly you locked it, but you saying it may have unlocked?
No, I'm saying that when I'm trying to lock it from the outside, when I'm leaving, it's not locking.
So when you try to lock it, what does it do? It just don't lock?
Yeah, sometimes it'll lock and then it'll unlock it. I'll hear it lock and then I'll hear it and then it'll unlock it. And I'm opening the door and I'm like, I don't know what to do. That's why I sent you the video and the text.
When you come in, it's unlocked. I mean, it's locked. You can lock it like this, right?
When I came in last night,
I'm talking about like at 4 o'clock when the guy's room said he broken into. He wasn't here, which means that anybody here would have had the opportunity to lock the door. Right? That's what I'm saying. So I don't think they broke into.
But I sent you. Do you remember me sending you the video? I sent you the text.
I don't think they broke in through the door. Right?
He said it was unlocked. When he came in today, he said that the door was unlocked.
They may not have locked the door going out, but they didn't break the door in.
No, they didn't break the door.
Now, I must remind you, when I walked up, the door was locked. I had to use the code to get in. It wasn't unlocked. I made sure to check. Is the door unlocked? Are these people leaving the door unlocked? Is she leaving the door unlocked? Did the African that left out leave the door unlocked?
Door in.
Mm-hmm. Right.
That's why I'm thinking, I don't know if it's somebody he knows or I don't know.
Did he have, she said, now she's trying to blame it on, maybe he had some company or something. So I asked her, did he have company? A company coming over?
I work too much to monitor people. I don't know. But I'm telling you from what I know. Remember when I sent you the text message and I was telling you your front door is not locking? Do you not remember me sending you that message?
Yeah, but a lot of times people have confusion with the locks because I'm in and out the house all the time. So when you send me the text, I came on and tested it and it was working fine. So sometimes people just have confusion with the lock. Sometimes they don't hit the button. The lady called me outside the bathroom yesterday. She didn't hit the button to unlock the door. I said, you gotta hit the button to lock it. Sometimes they think they locked it, but they don't lock it. So it could be the same way because every time I've tested this, it's been locked. I don't know how to make, if it doesn't unlock or doesn't lock, yeah, I can control it.
I make sure now when I go, sometimes I even go out the back door just to make sure.
But you can't lock the back door.
I can.
And so that was that. She broke in the man's room and stole what did she steal? A Samsung type phone? Kick my motherfucking door in and shit, and it's like truly amazing, this is why you can't mix and match these people again, because this is a black guy, African, and he ain't gonna write me a bad review. I've been around the block with him, and apparently he stayed with me many times. Let me see if I can find his Airbnb. See how many times he stayed with me, and maybe it is pull him up, assuming he stayed under the same name each time. A lot of these people. Let's see. Oh yeah, damn. Yeah, he stayed with me at least two times at least. Same house. Interesting enough. Anyway, so there is that. You know what I'm saying? Dead in the life. I'm called landlord, urban landlord. And, it doesn't even bother me, man. What the fuck? It'll cost me $75 to fix the door. And did I kick him out? No. Tomorrow is her day to re-up. She got to come back to the dope man tomorrow. And I think there's been some inflation in the market. What do you think? Prices go up and down like it's Wall Street. So when she come tomorrow, she want to pay for another week. You know what happened. Sometimes I even make their ass dance, make their ass move. If you want to pull some scheme like that, go to another house and let's see if that shit follow you. So I really know it's your black ass. Put it in another house. Right? See if you can pull this same shit off. Get the money in. That door don't mean nothing to me. I got people that'll fix a door easily, cheaply, quickly. But not a big deal. But these are some of the things you see, and honestly, I believe that it is a microcosm of the battle that's out there for all of the resources here in America, from housing, healthcare, and so on and so forth, jobs. And people are clearly going to have choices to make, and I think the choices a lot of time are going to lie with if it comes down to it, if it's the Tethers versus the FBAs, there aren't many people like me that's going to choose the FBAs or even want to do business with the FBAs. And so I think the Tethers are going to win. I will argue that the Tethers are already winning. They have a culture intact. They can bring it here and hit the ground running on this magic dirt here in America. So that's my thoughts on that. Anyone have any questions? I'll go through the comments and then we get out of here. John Galt, white John Galt. I got to get it right. TWJG. He says, I now see what you have to deal with. Oh, man, you just now seeing? And I wish I had videotape for the last 20 years, bro. But again, like, they didn't break in my shit. They broke in another man's shit and destroyed his quality of life, had made him have to uproot himself and go move at the spur of a moment because someone wanted to break in and steal his shit because they did not respect his private property. So I say again, the tethers will win. The tethers at least respect private property. I never had a tether break in and start stealing shit. I've had one tether that was probably a problem tenant, maybe two. One was a drunk. But, you know, drunks come in all shades and colors. But this woman broke in. Let's take a look at her again. And remember, I was going to go watch the Redskins game. That's what I told you. Took a little nap. I was going to get up maybe halftime. I overslept the game. Nevertheless, when I woke up, I always check my phone, see if there's anything I missed. And look what I missed. Look at my room. Let me show you a picture of the room when it doesn't look like that. Here's a picture of the room. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, let's see. Let's see if I can find it here. No, I have it. Here it is. Here's your room. Let me see if I can share some of the pictures with you. Oh man, here we go. Let me share the pictures with you. Where is it again? That one down. Put that one down. Let's see. Look at that. It's kind of nice. Well, I don't know what you guys think. The TV could be a little bigger, but nevertheless, it's a nice room. You can see her in the room right here. And you can contrast the difference. Nice and clean versus nice and dirty. There he is right there, you know. So anyway, that was that. Let me put the better representation of the room up in there. Is that, see? And as I tell you guys, we kind of practice the agile method of listing short-term rentals. So as you can see, we have everything done except for the floors. I don't even know if I show you the floors. Let me see if I show you the floors. Yeah, I think I have a picture of the floors. So you can see the floors aren't done yet. Relative to, say, the living room floors, you can tell the floors aren't done yet. But we're gonna get to the floor. Look at the trash in the corner. Every day she walks out of the house and passes right by the receptacle where the trash man will take all of the trash. Yet she leaves it in her room. Why would she do that? Your guess is as good as mine. I don't know. Let's put it back. Look at that face. Look at that face. Look at the look on her face. Anyone have any questions? I'll go through the comments. Capriana said, did I read her from Miranda right? She just offered to let me walk right in the door. Goes on unvetted. How do you vet someone off Airbnb? The thing is, you can't really vet them. And again, you know, I was on a panel the other day, Sharon Bracy, and there's a lady on there. I'm going to try to get her on here. She's a landlord, Black woman, and she kind of saw things the way I saw it, you know, from a landlord's point of view. And it's very difficult to vet people. This type of behavior, or is your boyfriend a criminal? Does that show up on the credit check? I don't think so. But as I told you, this is one of the difficulties of renting to Black women, because oftentimes they're not going to be your problem. It's the men that they're with. And I showed you the guy. Let's see if we can see him again. Cupped out, sitting on the sofa, sitting on the chair, while the woman does all the speaking for him. Where was he? We got him. Where is he? Where is he? Sitting on the sofa. You see the floors in the living room. We just haven't done the floors in the bedroom yet. Sometimes the man keeps us from getting to that shit. People stay in the room fast. Let's see where's the boyfriend? There's the boyfriend. Look at him. He broke in that man's room. You might remember my tenant Shane, the Australian. We called him, and he talked about how there was a Black woman that I had to put out, and he didn't mention that her boyfriend was stealing from people in the house, and the guy kind of looked like this, long hair, ponytail type shit going on. But look at them busted ass shoes. She getting up, going to work, hustling, half-ass hustling, whatever the fuck she doing there. There's no hope for him. Big ass beard. Let's see if we can go back. Look at him. He looked beaten. Small. These fucking migrants coming in. Got 50 pounds on him. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. All right. I think you can kind of get an illustration of what's going on here. These men, these women, they don't stand a chance against these migrants. Look at this guy. He's beating these fucking shoes. The fucking migrants have better shoes than that. Outside the Roosevelt Hotel, the Row Hotel, the Stewart Hotel, in Clinton Hills, Brooklyn, migrants got more swag than he does. Anyway, I'll put the link in the chat one more time, and then if you get no more questions and no one wants to join the panel, I'll hop out of here. I'll go watch the football game today. Late night game. Whoever is playing tonight, I don't know. Let me see who's playing. NFL schedule. Any questions or comments, feel free to type them in the chat while I look and see who won and lost today. I picked let me share my tab. Kind of tallying my wins and losses right here. It looks like I picked the Lions over the Cowboys. I did pick them. Is that all the games? What? All games in Eastern Time Zone, of course. All the action is in the Eastern Time Zone. The Ravens beat the Commanders. I picked the Ravens. The Bears beat the Jaguars. I picked the Jaguars, so I'm 1-1. Buccaneers, wow, put a wallop on the Saints. I'm 2-1. The Packers beat the Cardinals. I'm 3-1. Damn, Colts beat the Titans. I'm 3-2. Texans beat the Patriots. I'm 4-2. Eagles beat the Browns 5-2. Chargers beat the Broncos. I'm 6-2. The Steelers beat the Raiders. I'm 7-2. The Falcons, my man Kirk Cousins, 8-2. Lions, Cowboys, 9-2. You can bet on John Galt. You heard Universal Jones say, John Galt, you knocked out the parlay. Well, I'm knocking it out again. 9-2. You can put your money behind the mental algorithm that I created there. So anyway, it's free of charge, no charge to you. We're at 56 minutes in, 26 people in the audience. If there's anything like me to discuss, I'm going over the real estate thing. Again, it's just like folly. Landlord follies, I should call it. But if you want to discuss anything else, feel free. Put it in the chat. I'll do it. And we can go from there. For the people in the chat, if you heard the Israeli discussion today, I want to know your opinion. Daniel Nixon, I know you're there. You keep itching for that Israeli red dot conversation. I think I gave you a primer for what we're gonna have, and we just priming the pump here. The Capriano, what are you saying, co-host? I'm not sure what you mean by that. You got to add a little bit more context to what you mean. I probably should show you the lady. Well, I showed you Shatrika. I showed you her profile photos. John Galt, white John Galt, you keep repeating yourself. You told me that earlier. White John Galt, man, it's nothing. Honestly, it's really nothing, man. Like, it's almost comical to me. It really is almost comical to me. I got such thick skin that shit doesn't even bother me. Sometimes I be itching for some bullshit to pop off, so give me something to do. I've said long time ago, many times, sometimes the easy money is not the, sometimes it'd be so easy you get bored. You want some action. Kind of like, oh no, 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 no. That nigga that took the shit in here. God damn, y'all living like this, boy. Damn. You gotta make him, take him there. Hell on earth. White John Galt, that's how you keep him paying. That's how you keep him paying. Oh man, Portia, man, everyone deserves some time off, Me, the counter for me burns at both ends. Sometimes I get up and I be wanting to get right back at it. The next Master Kim segment, I'm hoping it'll be this week. Do you have any topics you would like us to discuss? We can do that for sure. Shit in the broken toilet. I broke that toilet. Make them piss on their feet. Literally. Literally make them piss on their feet. Matter of fact, give me 1 second. I gotta make a phone call. I want to patch a guy in. Should be in town right now. And let me see if we got him. And hopefully he answered. Like I got a missed call anyway. Oh, that was a lady who want 2 more months. Every day. Wrong number. Let me call the guy. See if Philippe is back in town yet. See Philippe. I want you to hear his landlord follows if he has time.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
Might be up in the air or something. Anyway, it's been great, guys. I love sharing these landlord follows with you. 1 hour in, and if there are no other comments, anything like that, we get out of there. I give you your Sunday back. You can have your Sunday to go do what you want to do. I think it's the last night Sunday on the East Coast at least. So I'll probably get out of here too. Take a bike ride around. What's up, Innate Waves? Daniel Nixon, if you have some suggestions on the next Master Kim topic, we can do that. Man, 7 years. It's been a week, man. I had a sex offender. I had to evict one nigga that overstayed his Airbnbs. What else? I had the break-in every fucking day. it distracts you sometimes from really doing more productive than you want to do. Like, I want to do bathrooms, I want to do this. Now I got to call somebody to come patch up this door. It's like, but it's life in the past. Like, life is a businessman. You have to prioritize. I mentioned agile programming as a software developer for many years. That was we started off in like waterfall back in the day, and then it became like agile, where you drop a hit and then you remix that motherfucker and remix it again if you still got something left. And that's and that's how we do it. We drop it and refine it, then refine it again. We go off the reviews to tell us to do something different. Or they say it'd be nice if there were this or that and more lighting, whatever, until we do that again and add that lighting. Take the reviews is a way to get better. Anyway, what else? I think that's about it. So I'm getting it. That's true. As again, they used to be a little smile on my face. This shit don't even bother me. Some people would probably be fucking pissed off. John, have you ever lived with a team before? Yeah, sure. I told you I did the review of the guy that was living in my Latino for Trump one day. 9-2, man. I went over my predictions, 9-2. Yeah, man. I tell you, I talked long and hard about like, I had the guy that lived in my basement. I showed you the basement that he moved out of. There was another guy on the other side of town who managed my properties. He was more of a, the guy that would be more customer centric. He did the day-to-day, but he was more customer centric. Not only did I hire them and manage them, I ended up having to let them go, and you have to manage that. That's an adventure in and of itself. So I showed you the basement, and I told you, man, I'm just happy he didn't do any more damage than what was done. A little spray paint, graffiti on the wall, not a problem. But I've also told you.
Tory Lee.
Oh, here's Philippe here. What's up, Philippe? What's up, Philippe?
Hey, what's up?
What's up, Philippe? You're on with John.
I can't stay on the radio show. Hey, yeah, I can't stay on the show. I was actually calling to see what time we can do it, tomorrow or Tuesday.
Whenever you want to do it, it's up to you. Whenever you want to do it, it's up to you.
Okay, I'll give you a ring in the morning.
All right, fair enough. Sounds good. Okay. All right. Well, you want to do it in person, or you want to do it over the phone?
We can do it on the phone.
Sounds good. All right. Sounds good. Yep.
Okay.
Yes, Philippe, we're gonna do a LandLord show today. Latino for Trump. How many? I went over the schedule, man. I think I was 9-2. I know you weren't 9-2. You didn't get me, did you? Unless we were all on the same side of everything. I'm sure my numbers today were impressive. 9-2. I'm gonna drink one more beer with you guys, and then I'm gonna get out of here. It's what, 7:30? Yeah. You don't mind if I drink one more beer, then? One more beer. Let me put the link in the chat in case Latino don't want to come up. But what do you think about you hit for 300? All right. What do you think about what I said about the Latino, the Tethers versus the ADOS? My interaction between the two of them with the rental, man, I tell you, the only person that's ever left my house and bought his own place happened to be a Tether, Nigerian guy. He ended up buying 2 places in DC. None of the ADOSs that I know of have been in a position to even think about buying one. And so I think that the Lions killed the Cowboys. I think that it's a very interesting topic as we consider this whole immigration thing. Let's see where the Cowboys. Yes. 4 minutes and 23 seconds. University Jones predicted that this could be the start of the questioning for Lamar Jackson, but he may have saved the day at least for one more week since he won this week. So anyway, guys, thank you. This has been a kind of a spontaneous stream. as a landlord, shit pops up all the time. And I figured it'd be somewhat entertaining, pretty good content for you guys to see it. I'll finish this beer up and I'll wait around, see if there are any comments I can respond to in the chat. In 8 ways, are you a Lions fan? I used to be a big 49ers fan. Big 49ers fan. Used to travel all around to see the 49ers. Now I don't see them at all anywhere. I hardly even watch the game. I have a TV behind me. Don't even have the game on. Let's see. That's killing the Cowboys. 6 picks. Alt help me out today. Alt, is that AI you mean? AI? Damn, you know it's interesting. I wonder if AI able to help you out on your picks. You know, could you like run your picks through AI, see what AI says? I wonder how AI does in terms of picking games versus you know, Vegas or something like that. Does Vegas use AI? I would imagine Vegas will incorporate AI into the games, into their betting odds. That would be interesting. Anyway, I'm gonna roll up one more joint. Hang out with you guys. We have 28 people in the chat right now. An hour and 7 minutes. It's crazy about the person that kicked my door. That is fucking amazing for a phone, no less. It was so fucking sloppy. They left the man's shit downstairs right by their bedroom door. Yeah, I'm not a big Cowboy fan either. Yeah, in any ways, I was at the Cowboys game when they when Terrell Owens ran to the star. I was at that game. Winifred Tubbs, he was the linebacker at that one point for the 49ers. I guess he was from Dallas, and he gave my buddy's mother 2 tickets. So we had like basically, we were on the 45-yard line at that game. Yeah, I was a big 49er fan at the time, so that was interesting. Roll up one more joint, then I'm going to get out of here. Any other questions, comments? What was it like living in Detroit? You probably heard all Master Kim stories from living in Detroit, so that's probably pretty interesting. 7 mile, 8 mile, all that. You know, I told you, one of my repeat guests was a guy that worked for, he actually went to prison. He worked for Kwame Kilpatrick, and he went to prison with Kwame Kilpatrick. I don't know if you were here to see that stream, but I talked about him. He was a guest, a repeat guest. Big guy too, probably about 6'5". If you're from Detroit, you probably know his name if I mention it, and I've shown him before. I probably shouldn't mention his name again. But yeah, so he was Kwame's. I'll give you enough information you can find him for yourself. He was Kwame's chief of staff. And he ended up going to prison, so that's enough information. You can figure out who he was. But yeah, he used to stay in my Airbnbs when he came to DC, and he worked for Van Jones at the for whatever that organization Van Jones got $100 million for. And he would stay in my Airbnbs over here in the ghetto too. You know, because Van Jones didn't shell out the big bucks for his employees' housing, but he did. He just staying over here with me, John Galt. And I got a chance to know the guy. It's like the Innocence Project. You're trying to get people out of prisons, shit like that. You're from Pontiac. Oh man, you got to come up with it in 8 ways. I would love to hear what you had to say about Pontiac, Michigan, the things you've seen and done in Pontiac. That would be interesting. You know, like, I don't know. Did you get a chance to see Black Knight yesterday in 8 ways? I thought, man, he had some interesting stories. The damn story he had with about the girl Nix Marie, yo, that was amazing, yo. Boy, they killed that little girl. That's kind of interesting. Anyway, guys, we've been up here for over an hour. I just want to share this landlord story with you. I think your YouTube name, who is it? Savage G. Needs more micro credit, but people gonna tell you they need leading support, gives them peace and confidence in it. Okay, maybe you're right. I don't know. You drawn Portia. You said her name at least one time. That was all it took. What's up, Portia?
Hey, John.
What's up? I was thinking about you earlier. My lady friend, my lovely lady. Bob and I, we share a Lisa. We have a Lisa in common. And she mentioned you guys been going for 24 hours for so long, and y'all need a break. I said, yeah, I think so too. But it's like we can go. You can take a break anytime. I don't even want to think that that you just have to 24 hours. We got enough content. You just restream something else.
But they complain sometimes.
It's good when they complain, boy. Yeah.
It is. And then, like I just saw what Mavit said, and it's just like, we do appreciate the feedback, for sure. Constructive criticism is always welcome, 100%. All of us, including everyone in the chat right now, and all of us that are a part of the team, all of us could use direction. All of us could be better every day. Every last one of us. But you come up here and you run a 24-hour stream. And then
you handle your business at the same time.
Right. It's like I hear you, but gosh, we all got stuff going on. Everybody got a life outside of this, and we still keep it going. And like I always say in the chat, everything that we do it for y'all.
The people want more, Portia.
Yeah, they want more. They want more. They want more.
They want more. Look who gets joy.
Hey, Master Kim.
Hey, we gotta read that comment right here, Portia. I tell you, Portia.
That's Seven still. Seven still know what time it is.
Oh man, he's a fellow landlord like myself, and he can appreciate the hustle. He know what's going on.
Yes. Shout out Seven still.
What's up, Master Kim?
Hey, what's up, everyone? How's everyone doing? I've got some background music here, so I'm gonna log off and come right back on. Sorry.
We do have background music on.
We have background music playing, Master Kim. It's not you.
He'll be right back.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I know every once in a while, StreamYard, you can get background music, going on sometimes. What's up, everyone? Hey, unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to catch this stream earlier, so I'm just kind of tuning in out of nowhere. So my apologies. I'm going to kind of just sit tight and digest the show.
Hey, did you see Black Knight yesterday?
So the gentleman, the law enforcement, the cop, he lives in Georgia. Oh yeah, man. He had very good. He had excellent feedback. It was awesome hearing him. Absolutely.
Yo, you can't. Portia, Mexican, you guys. If I'm patting ourselves on the back, I watch a lot. I used to watch a lot of TV. I don't watch that much anymore. I peruse a lot of content on the internet though. Not as much YouTube as probably some other people do, but you don't get much content. I don't get much content like that where I'm browsing the ins and outs, the stories of a former NYC police department, what was he, undercover, as well as a detective, the murder stories, the nationally known names of people. That was very, very interesting to me, in terms of the stories he was able to tell.
Yeah, it's almost given the inside baseball or the inside little hustle going on as well. That was very interesting to say the least.
Yeah, he's saying he bought bombs, drugs, guns, arrested people. Did you hear the story he told about the NOI, the Nation of Islam? Did anyone hear about that? Did anyone remember that?
No, I did not hear that part, but please share highlights of that.
Do you remember that portion?
Yeah, I remember it a little bit. I mean, he told so many stories yesterday.
Yeah, he talked about how he went to make a drug buy in the South Jamaica part of, I think that's Queens, maybe it's Brooklyn, I can't remember. And he talked about how the Nation of Islam, look, you can't buy drugs here, period. He said before he knew it, it already had him full Nelson or whatever. He said, I'm paraphrasing. But they just didn't allow drug dealing and crime in the neighborhood. And so he was able to, he talked about how they basically police themselves. So it was very interesting to hear him talk about that type of stuff. The drugs, the prostitution. It was all very interesting to me. All very, very interesting to me.
Yeah, it was definitely a good interview, for sure.
He kind of reminds me of Chicago Hustler, the way his, I guess his mannerisms, at least, being on your panel and some of the stories he's telling, also, from a different angle, of course, but just that fluid talk, just like a Chicago Hustler to a degree. Very interesting stories.
Did you hear my Jewish guy jump on today? I finally got him on the stream. Did you guys hear him?
No, I'm going to go back and listen to the stream. I've been busy all day, but yeah, I look forward to hearing that. That's for sure.
He's an Israeli. Did you say you heard it, Portia?
No, I didn't. I didn't get to hear that one. Not yet. I have to.
There was a guy from Bulgaria on here, Ivan, and he jumped on and he was very, I guess you could kind of say he's pro-Israeli. I said, well, this is a good time to call my Israeli buddy. And we've been friends. I think he said he'd been in America for 16 years. So I've been knowing him for about 16 years. And he talked about how he met me, where he met me. He said I made such an impression on him because he was like, he said the first time he met me, he went back to his girlfriend, now wife, and said, I just been a black Republican. He was here from Israel. He just got, literally fresh off the boat from Israel, right?
Got you a fresh one.
And I responded to a Craigslist ad, and he started off doing doors for me, Master Kim, and you might find this interesting. So he started off doing doors for me, Master Kim, and little shit over here in Southeast. I remember he did a door. It took him all day to do a door. He wanted to do it so precise. And that door is still up to this day, by the way. They can't kick that one in. Anyway, he talked about today on the stream, he talked about how he does 500,000 renovations, right? Here in DC, and I've talked about it in Montgomery County. Not renovations, additions. Think about it, addition. Most people, a house ain't $500,000. You do a $500,000 renovation, right? Additions, And so he was on the stream, he talked about how he's become more or less a Zionist now because of the October 7th. And he said he had even been to the rave where the October 7th occurred. That was even very interesting right there, Master Kim, you see that?
Oh, yeah, yes. Very, very interesting feedback. One thing I did want to mention is how Black Knight had mentioned about when the small hats come into the precinct and everything, they're widely respected regardless of what you hear in the national media and stuff. And I thought the same thing. Wherever the small hats are that I know of, at least the business community or anyone, have great respect for them. And a lot of it is because they're either all connected to high-powered lawyers, own very choice pieces of property. And I think you always think favorably of them because for your own interests, everywhere you turn, they're in some very powerful position. Yeah. And for your own benefit, you think highly of them. And it could be also some communities think negative of them, but then equally as high. And they kind of forget all the negative shit they say when it comes to their own self benefit, I guess, But yeah, I thought that Black Knight was spot on about the view of the small hats. At least that's what I've always thought about them, or the Korean community thinks very highly of them. And it's almost puzzling how much hate they're getting. It's just kind of confusing, to be honest with you, because anyone doing anything in business, anything Mac Daddy business-wise, that they're going to have to interact with these people to some degree.
You got to interact. And you want to go upscale in housing, you're probably going to deal with them too. That's for sure.
Yes.
Someone says, CKJ3, he says, my favorite segment, business talk. When are we going to do it again? People are asking Daniel Nixon. He says, when is the next one? From breaking the
Oh man, let's
You want
do
to
one
do
this week. I was going to kind of break. I was going to also share a little bit more about the Asian community and some sneaky shit these people have been doing. About collecting double retirements and shit. One here in the States and one in China at the same time. And there's a way to dupe your. I mean, people are taking advantage of these immigration visas by overstaying their visas and stuff like that. But there's a tactic to what they're trying to achieve. By sneaking across the border. So, for example, it's very logical for immigrants that come here, sneak across the border, try to get all of claim asylum and everything, but still hold on to their passport, and then they sneak back in their country as if they never left. So they're gaining U.S. They're trying to apply for a U.S. green card, but they're also trying to mop up on all this Kamala Harris Biden benefits that they're getting while maintaining their life in Mexico or Venezuela at the same time. It's crazy.
Yeah. I can see that welfare and everything for sure.
Welfare and everything, and you got to figure the U.S. dollars turned over to whatever countries that they're from. That's a lot of money. So they're pressing the current country that they're in and pressing the U.S. government and Canadian government all at the same time. It's like they're doing a triple deal on government benefits. It's crazy.
There's a concept, I can't remember the name of it, where a lot of, I don't know if other people do it, but I know Africans do it, where they refinance a whole bunch of debt, cash out, and then just leave the country. You ever heard of that mess here?
Yeah, I know that there's a lot of banking fraud done with mortgages earlier on before, the collapse of the mortgage market in 2008. But before then, it was done commonly for a Lebanese guy to do all these ads. And I'm using Lebanese as just an example because they were very successful at it, doing just crazy mortgage deals, doing all the straw buyers. And if the house of cards ever collapsed, they would run to Lebanon or Syria. But that doesn't exist anymore because those areas are tore up right now. So a lot of Middle Easterns used to do a lot of fraud, and they could care less because they would escape to the Middle East. But those days are gone. They do not want to go back to the Middle East.
Yeah, no, indeed. What, the Middle East is not hospitable anymore?
Yeah. Because like even Lebanon is being obviously bombarded because of Hezbollah and all that stuff. But Lebanon's always been in and out of civil war for the last 20 years. But there was the part of Lebanon that touched Syria was always peaceful before Syria became a shithole. You know what I mean? So back in the day, a lot of people, if they had to escape, because committing fraud or doing something shady in the United States, they would escape to Lebanon or Syria. But now they don't have that landing pad no more. So they're all legit or trying to be legit.
Master Kim, someone wants to know, have you been listening to Get Cracked stock videos?
No. I've unfortunately, I've had a lot of personal stuff I've had to kind of address lately, get caught up. I had to go buy a fishing boat for my son because he's part of the bass team now. And I've had to do all this stuff and take me out of my zone. So there's a bunch of stuff I need to get caught up on. But I see that.
You had about a boat for your son?
Yeah, a little like a bass boat, and they're not cheap. And I'm not into that kind of. I'm not into any of that stuff. So I had to go buy a boat. Now I got to go get a boating license. I got to do all this kind of country ass Georgia shit as a father. Yeah.
Is it for school?
Yeah. So it's like a bass angler club or something like that. And my son's only a junior in high school. It was either that or he'd play 8th grade football. And I don't know if you know anything about Georgia football, but you could.
What do you mean it was either that or play 8th grade football?
And believe it or not, Georgia or Southern football in general is so punishing because you could commit because they start cracking weights and doing training like the week after school ends, so they commit, and if they don't get any playing time, it's a raw deal down here in the South. Because down here in the South, they only select the best of the best, whether you're winning or losing. They don't put second string, third string out there. Winning or lose, it don't matter. You know what I mean? So, which is horrible. And that's just Southern football. That just shows you how serious it is down here. And you know that from growing up in Alabama, that it's just the best of the best of the best. And my son's going to do that. But I told him, man, if you do not play 8th grade football, we'll get you into this bass boat team shit. But and I guess it was just anything just to get him not to play football 8th grade. Freshman year, he's going to play because high school, it matters, in my opinion. It's very important to play high school football.
You want to let him
8th
play
grade,
football, Pearson?
Oh, yeah. High school, you got to. Otherwise, you're going to be almost thought of as a little homo here in Georgia. Unfortunately, I wish it wasn't like that. But yeah, dog, you gotta. Anyone in the South here, they know what I'm talking about. Unfortunately, you got to put on that helmet, and even if you're a scrub, because there's honor amongst scrubs. As long as you strap on that helmet, you don't got to play all years. As long as you put 1 year of Georgia football under your belt, you're going to be respected by everyone.
I never played a year of high school football, man. I wasn't good enough.
Because because you were wealthy middle class. You didn't have to.
I knew early on.
You didn't have to worry about being invited to the cookouts.
I tell you, like, I had to tackle this guy, and he was so fucking big and violent on the football field. It just wasn't for me. I knew it wasn't for me. I've talked about this. The guy actually later went pro. And he actually played here in DC, and I knew his girlfriend at the time, and she was here in DC, and I ended up meeting up with her a couple times when I'm here in DC. But yeah, this guy here was. I tried to tackle this guy, and he was like, "What the fuck? I hit a Mack truck."
Oh yeah, I mean, I played football in Michigan up north, man. It's done differently up there. It just isn't as serious. I mean, it's all high school sports are serious, but it's not the same like down here. Like down here in Georgia, they're hiring college coaches to coach these high schools. It's belligerent. All of the resources are spent on football. Everything. If there's $1, they're not going to spend it on no tennis court, no swimming pools. No, it's all 100% football, and they take it mad serious. It's almost negligent because you're robbing the community of many other sports that they could get involved in. But then too, you're setting these kids up for if they focus so much on football and they never make it to Division II or one school. They spend all this energy in this, and I don't think I'm over exaggerating. Ask anyone that's in the Southeast when it comes to high school football. It's like, and this is cross cultural, by the way. The whites and blacks are equal football zombies. Their brains are like hijacked by football. It's weird. It's stunning, and I'm a little bit a part of that as well.
This is the guy that ended any football aspirations I may have had, Mexican. You see how big this guy? I tried to tackle this guy one time, man. Like, I don't even know why they had me out on the same field with this guy. Right? And he just, man, like, he lowered his shoulder and like ran through me. And he later, you can see him here. He later became a Washington Redskins NFL quarterback, running back, fullback, whatever the hell he was. Like, can you imagine me going up against that guy? That guy was built to play football.
Look
at it, man. Like, look at this guy, man. Jesus.
Oh, he's a big dude.
I tried to tackle this nigga.
John, anyone wanting to move here down south, you better study up on the SEC football and understand the teams and all that stuff, because you're going to be again, I hate to use that derogatory word, but you're going to be like a little homo, don't know anything about SEC football. You will not be invited to the barbecue if you don't know how to talk SEC football. But yeah, that's a very big boy. Look at him.
That's a big motherfucker.
Looks like he weighs about 260. Muscle.
Mexican, I don't know if you joined late or early, but I don't know if you saw the earlier stream, or the predicate for this stream. And basically the basis of this stream was you know, you said it kind of earlier, and I'm not sure if you're familiar with this term or not. Tethers versus FBA ADOS. Are you familiar with that term at all?
Oh yeah. The the ones that are born here, and then the ones that are from Africa, and there's some pushback between the two groups back and forth.
Yeah, a lot.
And whatnot. And each side is equally got a very good point, you know.
A lot of pushback. Master Kim, let me if you don't mind, if you guys in the chat don't mind me doing a little rehash just for Master Kim. I know you don't mind. So Master Kim, I got a call today. I woke up, I took a little nap, and I woke up and I said, damn, what is going on? A repeat guest of mine, I got it. You know, like, you know how it is, a repeat customer. A customer comes back to back to back. Those are the best customers, right? Those are the best customers. They know what they're getting before they get there. They don't complain. They have a problem, they call you. But I was sleeping, I missed his call, and he said somebody kicked his door in and stole his phone. I said, what? No way. No way. Who could it be? Not somebody in the house. Surely not. And so he said the only person there was this ADOS woman. The other two people were not there at the time. And he said he felt like the ADOS woman stole his, broke in his room, kicked his door in and stole his phone. And I keep telling you, Master Kim, earlier today we were talking about the benefit of the doubt as it relates to like doing business and things like that. You understand what I'm talking about, Master Kim, right?
Yes.
You know, the benefit of the doubt is very important, very important. And so here was a tenant of mine. You can see it on the screen here. She likely let her boyfriend break in the room of the Tether, the African. And I want you to listen to what she says, Master Kim, and I want to get your reaction to it. Knock on these niggas' door. You got to knock on their door, Master Kim. I don't give a fuck. I knock on their door. Look how dirty the room is, Master Kim. I want you to pay particular attention to that.
That's why I can't hear.
Oh. You gotta say it so you tell me.
I'm gonna call you back. Yeah, some shit, some crazy shit happened.
Like what happened? You know.
I don't know. I was asleep. I'm a bartender, so I be asleep. I be dead. So.
But what? Just out of curiosity, what did you hear?
I heard.
I be sleep. I be dead. Look how nasty that room is, Master Kim. I be sleep. I be dead. Anyway.
A loud bang. But the door, this door sometimes does not lock, like the front door. It doesn't lock. And people just be walking.
You mean you lock it and it don't lock?
No, I lock it.
I'm saying if you lock it, does it lock, or you saying people leave it
Remember
unlocked?
when I told you that the front door was not locking?
You mean, let's take a look at it.
Do you remember when I sent you that message though, telling you that this shit was not locking? Sometimes it locks, sometimes it doesn't. Like it'll lock and then it'll unlock. I'm leaving out and it'll be like it locks, but then it pulls the lock back out. It's weird. I don't know.
So anyway, so somebody broke in his room upstairs?
Yeah.
So what did you hear?
I just heard like bang, a loud bang. But I was half asleep, so I didn't know.
You sounded more than one person?
No.
Just one person?
Yeah, and he said it. He said that this front door was unlocked. Like, people just be walking in here.
Someone opened the door. Okay.
Somebody, I think, was trying to find their phone. and it pinged upstairs.
It pinged upstairs.
Yes, it was pinging. I heard that too. I heard like a ping, ping.
So she heard it pinging, but she was asleep. Or you heard the phone pinging.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you heard it from down here when you
Yeah, I heard it. And then I heard the bang.
Mm.
But I was half asleep, so because I got home like 3:30 in the morning, so I didn't really know.
So he said you were trying to help him track the phone or something?
I was trying to help him.
Yeah, you gotta say something you trying.
Hey, John, your houses are hooked up really nice.
I know. We try our best to make it real nice. So it's not to be accused of being a slumlord, you know. You doing with your phone to try to help him track his phone?
No, I did not help nobody track nothing.
No, I mean, you gotta say, they said you were trying to help him track something with your phone and track his phone.
No.
Okay.
He's very African, so I know he's not from here, so you know.
Yeah. You heard that, Master Kim? And that is the point of why I did the dream. She said he's very African. He's not from here. But in the same breath, they tell you that we all Americans. America's a country of immigrants. Ain't no foreigners. Ain't no immigrants. We all immigrants. But she clearly makes a distinction between him and herself, right? Doesn't she? Right? She clearly makes a distinction. He African. She don't know if he's an American citizen, born here, just moved here, what? She don't know what his status is, but she said he African. Yet, these people keep spouting propaganda that, you know, America's a country of immigrants, this, that, we don't need any borders. But he ain't from here. How did they reconcile the two? To me, it's very interesting, you know. On one hand, they seem to be for borders. They, you know, who ain't from here, who is from here. On the other hand, he African. He ain't from here. What do you think about that, Mexican?
You know, I think it's a fraud because, just like you said, they say these things that just logically don't make sense by saying, hey, we're all together. But then when it comes down to it, through dispute and maybe just natural disagreement, here they are dissected and say, no, you're not one of us. So it's almost like the whole Democratic Party or liberalism just doesn't work because the reality is what we see here, you know, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's definitely the truth. You know, like we had a guy up on the panel earlier today saying he's from Bulgaria. He said like diversity just doesn't work in his opinion. He doesn't want to see his country diversified, Bulgaria.
You know, if you in Georgia, let's say a mixed school, and you know, the black and white kids, they all get along. They all play the football together. All these white boys listen to country music and hip hop, right? It's all the same. But when it comes to lunchtime, you go look at the lunch tables, you know, there's no racism involved at all. The nerdy kids all go sit at one table. The black jocks go sit at another table. The white country boys go sit at another table. There's no racism at all, but you can kind of see that they all kind of click up together in their own little pockets, you know, during lunchtime, I guess, is a perfect example of that. That doesn't mean racism. It just shows like this natural order of things, you know, which shows that all the shit that they're trying to spoon feed us is fake. Yes, they're a mixed couple, but that's a very small minority. It's not like what they're trying to spoon feed us.
Master Kim, since you're down there in Georgia, I don't recommend many books. I've said this several times before. But here's one book that I would recommend. You would probably find this book incredibly entertaining. It's called A Man in Fool by Tom Wolfe. Are you able to see my screen here, Master Kim? If not, I'll read it to you.
Yes, I just did a screenshot. I'm going to go buy it tonight on Amazon.
Man in Fool. You know, if you're going to buy this one, and if you just left Miami, buy his book. They're not going to be very expensive. Back to Blood by Tom Wolfe out of Miami. And if you read that book, you probably recognize some of the things that are happening right now, like with the Tyreek Hill. You were just in Miami, so you met with the Venezuelans. You see the movers and shakers. You see what's going on in Miami. Back to Blood would be, just bring it all home for you, Tom Wolfe. And then again, Bonfire of the Vanities. I suggested that to Black Knight because he was a cop in New York, and he talked about how he arrested some Wall Street bankers, and that was like, the coup de grace, I guess. And you want to, in an inner city like New York, you want to arrest some white people, and he run up on some white people with drugs, and it's like the Great White Hope or Great White Defender in that case. But A Man in Full, man, you should really read it. Tom Wolfe wrote the book. It was set during Freaknik. You ever heard of Freaknik, Master Kim?
Oh yeah, like in the '90s, they all got live in like downtown Atlanta, all the hoochie mamas and all that shit, right?
Yeah. So the book was set during Freaknik. Speaking of that, let me scroll down. Let me see if we can get let's see what Wikipedia says. A Man in Full is a bitingly satirical novel set in Georgia in the late 20th century. It tells the story of characters, black and white, from Georgia's various social and economic classes. These include Charlie Coker, a real estate mogul and member of Atlanta's high society who is suddenly facing bankruptcy. The novel begins with the characters learning of the rumored rape of a young white heiress by a black superstar athlete, Fareed the Cannon Fanon. Local politics and business interests become involved, including the president of the bank to which Croker is indebted. This was a hell of a book, bro. This and Bonfire of Vanity. Since you're in the Atlanta area, you will find this. It's a page turner. Master Kim, a page turner, as they say. Let me see how many pages in the book. A Man in Full. You couldn't write this book today. 742 pages. You couldn't write this book today, Master Kim. No one would publish it. And it's not even like there's no racism and nothing like that. Tom Wolfe was an esteemed author, but he wouldn't be allowed to publish this today.
Bear with me 30 seconds. I'm picking up food for the family real quick. Sorry.
No problem. And so in the book, he went into, you can see here, Ray Peepgrass, who's trying to illegally capitalize on Croker's fall, Roger Two White, a prominent black lawyer, and Conrad Hensley, a young man in prison who discovers Stoic philosophy, Epictetus. And that is what introduced me to Epictetus and Stoicism. I think I was always fairly Stoic, but I never put a name to it. And for those of you that have read some of the Stoics, Epictetus was one of them. A very interesting read as well. So it led me to read a bit of Epictetus and some of the Stoics. I would suggest that too if you haven't read the Stoics. Anyone read the Stoics? The Tom Wolfe's A Man in Full. Both very interesting books. Wow, Master Kim is getting some food here.
Oh yeah, I'm back in my car. Sorry about that. But yeah, I'm gonna most certainly go to Amazon and buy that tonight. And thank you for recommending that. And any book that's been recommended, for the most part, I most certainly have ordered it. Even all the books that Get Crack had recommended, the Trading Zone, got that book immediately. Out of India was the cheapest I could get. It was weird. It's like two books by the same author. It was awesome.
From a social commentary type book, you won't beat Tom Wolfe's books. As I said, Master Kim, I'm not sure if you were listening. He couldn't write these books today. It would be politically untenable to write these books. But they were like hilarious, comical, so well written. His style of writing, it just, you can't put the book down. Yeah. Tom Wolfe. Master Kim, I want to do it evaluation of that store up there in that I showed you on stream.
Yes, the one that was closed with the potential liquor license, like that one, or there was a restaurant as well.
No, the store with the liquor license.
Okay, the one on the corner that had the ramp, like a handicap ramp, a cement ramp going up to the front door, like a jogging distance from one of your houses. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be great.
You know, Mexican, I don't know if you've been able to watch the stream this week. Man, I had to evict one guy. You saw the house where the guy spray painted. A sex offender.
Yes.
And a kicked in door all in 1 week, Mexican.
Man, that's, and again, this is why you need to charge higher rents. And that's not to say that you do or don't, but, because you've got no recourse against people when they want to act a fool, you're not going to drag them into municipal court, so you need to offset the cost of, everything you have to put into it, destroying your property, Yeah,
it is very interesting. The guy they had broken into, he was like a repeat booker. I didn't even know that, but he said, when I talked to him on the phone, he said, "Hey man, I've stayed at several of your places, and none like this has ever happened. This is like the first time." He said, "So I don't blame you. I think the lady downstairs did it, her boyfriend." Oh man, I feel bad for him. Someone went through his stuff, stole his phone, and he knows who did it, but he can't say anything, But she had a boyfriend with her. You saw the guy, right?
Yeah.
And this is what, like, the lower class, like, the biggest problem with the lower class is they're constantly cutting each other off at the knees. Now he's got to go buy another phone. Mexican, another phone.
Yeah.
And
in fact, the girlfriend and the girlfriend's boyfriend could argue, that, hey, you're lucky that's all that happened to you. And if you want more, keep on talking. You know what I mean? So one could say it could get worse if he wants it to be worse. You know what I mean?
And see, they knew he was African, Mexican. If he had been Black American, I don't believe they would have done that to him. And that's why I titled this like the ADOS and the blacks breaking into Tether's room. I think there's just something, I never had an African, and I'm not caping for African. I've had many African tenants. They haven't been a problem. Let's say we were drunk, right? One or two, they was drunk. Came with too many people. But other than that, no problem. But
the Africans are kind of, again, like the dark-skinned Patels or the black-white guys. So they're not going to hide their stuff thinking someone's going to kick open their door, right? Versus an average American or someone Black, like you mentioned, they would hide their phone or hide all their stuff, knowing that there's a 80% chance someone could try to snoop around in his room, and then if they don't see nothing, they're going to close it back up and think nothing of it, versus the African guy was just a little bit naive probably, and not just assuming the worst, and in fact, the worst, and then one could also argue, hey, if you're stupid enough to leave your possessions out in the open in your locked room, then you got to come in, blame the victim,
But they turned his room upside down, and I guess he had an old phone hidden in his bag or or something, and they stole that.
Yeah, man.
And they said that he had an iPhone pinging in his room. He like, man, I ain't have an iPhone. And the only phone I got was with me. Nothing was pinging in my room. This bitch was lying.
Yeah.
Right? Kicked my fucking door in, stole this man's shit. The little bit of paltry ass shit they could steal from my fucking phone, bro.
Right. Versus why ruin a reputation? Why ruin anything? And again, there's no, no one's written up on a police case or anything, but why even, at least save themselves for a couple G's worth of something, versus, like you said, some petty ass little shit some outdated Android phone or whatever. You know, it's strange.
And then, you know, she's basically homeless, Master Kim, right? So she's living week to week with me. What am I going to do when tomorrow is her re-up day?
Yeah.
She got to come back to the dope man and say, hey, I want a little bit more dope, as much as I can afford. What the dope man going to say to him?
Now, or your stomach could be so turned up because, you know, you may not want that in your house and just want her out. And, you know, she's too stupid to know too stupid to know to conceal that weakness or belligerent behavior from the man that could kick her out on the street. It's ridiculous. Let's say if she were the devil, at least show you that she's an angel, even if it's fake, because you got so much power over her situation and her boyfriend, right?
You got a lot of power. You know, Master Kim, about 2 days ago, there's a guy, he called me, and I put him here on the stream, Master Kim. And he was looking for a place to live. He was very desperate. And people on the stream said, well, why don't you rent him? Why don't you rent him a room? And the only room I had at that point in time was on the nice side of town, you know, where you put the better guests. You can understand what I'm saying, Master Kim, right? It's like having a store in Buckhead versus a store in Southwest Atlanta. There's a difference in the clientele there. Right, so if the store is a little dirty on the southwest side, fuck it, they're gonna come in there and buy their blunts and it don't matter, right? But the people on the Buckhead side, they come in getting gas and maybe want a bottle of water. It's two different customers. They like oil and water, they don't mix. Would you say this fair, Mexican?
Yes.
So I had a young black man who was desperate. He was homeless, and he called me here to the stream. And he said, I got the money, I pay. But the only rooms I had were in a nice part of town. I said, I can't put you in the northwest side of town, not with the white people. I had a Chinese guest up there. I just couldn't let him stay up there. And people in the chat were like, why not? Why not? Why not? And, you know, as this old saying goes, all money is a good money, right, Master Kim?
Yes.
And you talk about it with the Indians, they take the bad money sometimes. It brings them problems. You try to talk them against it. They take it anyway. And they have to take the incoming problems with it, right? And so with this guy, people were like bitching and moaning in the chat, why don't you rent him a room? But I knew by experience that if I rented him a room, he was going to raise a lot of hell because all the dysfunction from his home, he was going to bring it into the house. And that Chinese guest and the white guests that were in the house with him, we're going to hear him talking loud on the phone. You understand what I'm talking about, right, Master Kim? You do understand what I'm talking about, right?
Yes, John, can I add a comment?
Yeah.
The ugly truth is, how does a grown man end up in that situation, right? And yes, all of us are possibly could be at the lowest of the low, but maybe not. In today's society, we're not having to go into a coal mine to earn minimum wage. So how does a man become homeless? How did he burn every single bridge? Just like you said, a lot of these people, their own mom and family won't even put them up. So how does a man get like that? So then you got your respectful tenants in there. Of course, he's going to cause them heck.
You know, Master Kim, he was living with his sister and on the phone with him while he called me looking for a place to live. You know, looking for housing probably is just as important as looking for a job.
Yes.
Right? Once you get the job, you got to come back home and live somewhere. Which do you get first? What comes first? The chicken or the egg, the house or the job? I don't know which one comes first. But anyway, so he calls me and, you know, I would expect, again, I tell people, I don't even need to do a credit check, Master Kim. I ain't done a credit check. I've never done one, right? My mother never did them. Shit, I ain't doing them. I just can like judge these people by context clues. If you ever heard that term before.
Yes.
And so he called me on the phone and you would think, damn, he's really in need of housing. He don't know me from a man in the moon. He called me inside the house where he's arguing and carrying on bullshit.
You talking about the guy and his sister?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Okay, making sure.
I don't need anymore. Nigga, it don't matter how much money you make, how many jobs you got. I don't need that bullshit, that dysfunction that you're gonna bring from wherever you're living. You couldn't get along with your own fucking sister. You wanna come in my house? Please, nigga, please. Don't work like that. Shit, I've been around too long. I know that, like, if you can't get along with your own family, man, how the hell you gonna get along with strangers? The first piece of toilet paper left in the toilet, motherfucker in the bathroom, when you need to use the bathroom, is gonna be raising hell. And I wouldn't do it. I've been doing this too long, Master Kim. I don't even have to fuck around. I don't have to take a chance on him, knowing that he's gonna flame out. And you know, I think there's just you know, just an experience level that I think that people don't have. Someone says, was your judgment sound in choosing Shatrika? You know, I tell you, you know, she booked for a week on Airbnb. So I have to make a judgment there, you know. Then she booked directly again. She paid. I ain't have to throw her black ass out and nothing like that. You see me throw people out. I ain't have to throw her out. She paid. But as I've said all along, and maybe I even did a stream about it early on. Renting to the black women, they always gonna have a black man stringing along that can cause problems that you can't check by credit. He don't show up on the credit report.
Yep, you know, John, and I hate to quote Righteous Muffin, and I'm almost sure it's either him or someone else that said this term, these adult toddlers. All these business schools, all these business models, they don't teach anyone to deal with adult male toddlers and that kind of behavior, because it could be instantaneous violence, destruction, you know, everything to come along with it. It's just, how do you run a business with that kind of behavior, I suppose, right? These male adult toddlers that just, you know, for this, like you said, the guy, his own sister, argue with his own sister, you know? Right. And now if it's alcohol and drug use or divorce or some dramatic problem, someone's mom died very recently, then you can understand a little bit, but for no other reason, just being an adult toddler and belligerent, you know, how do you deal with that? How do you
go outside, nigga? Go outside. That's all you need to do. You gotta go outside. That's what you gotta do. You gotta go outside. Master Kim, you know, I told you, did you see the video what I threw out the pedophile, the sex offender, whatever the fuck he is? Did you see the video of that?
Now, was this the guy that was the handyman for you? I saw that one where he. No, I missed the pedophile one. Oh snap! Oh man! No, I'll go back. Is he like a registered sex offender?
Registered sex offender. One of my tenants, one of my neighbors, called my business partner, and she was on the stream. She called me. We was on the stream, and she says, "A white lady down the street." Matter of fact, Master Kim, I think you may have seen the house on the same side of the street as the house where you saw about 4 houses down on the same side, headed toward the highway. There was this real nice house, it's yellow with a red metal roof. Are you familiar with it?
You know what? Was it the one that the Thorpes, you guys did the Thorpe show, or the one that had the moped at it that I dropped off that bag?
No, the one where the Thorpes were.
Yes.
Right. It was all single family houses right there. Pretty big houses, more or less, for the city side, but you know, for a city. So 4 houses down and going down this street. There's a white lady. It's a big house, man. Nice house. They done a lot of work on it. Probably $150,000 worth of work outside the house, not inside. And so she called my business partner and she says, you know, hey, it's a sex offender watching children, blah, 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 blah. And I just want to let you guys know, what's going on your property, blah, 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 blah. And so here's the sex offender master Kim. Here he goes. I'll let you take a look in there. Remember, this is 8 o'clock in the morning. 8 o'clock.
You ain't got that motherfucker music that loud. Waking everybody up. My man, I know you ain't got that motherfucker music that loud. Waking everybody up in this motherfucker. Huh? I know you ain't got that motherfucking music this loud, waking everybody up in this motherfucker. I know you ain't got that music up this loud, waking everybody up in this door open. I can't believe it. Everybody ain't up today. That don't mean.
Did you hear what he said, Master Kim? Everybody off from work today. This is about 8 o'clock in the morning. Everybody off work today, he says. You hear how loud that music is, Master Kim?
Yeah, what a dummy. Yeah.
Sex offender.
I mean they up. That don't mean that they up and moving about. You playing this motherfucking music. Cut that shit down. Cut that shit down. Right now, cut that shit down. Shit, people in here sleep. All right. Get it down. Get it down. Yeah, damn. Yeah, damn. Y'all gotta cut that music down. God damn. I can't believe I gotta tell you that. Down a little bit more and keep your door closed, man. There's people in here sleeping shit. Go ahead and do it. I ain't stopping you.
ADOS versus the Africans, man, they're gonna win that battle, man. They can live more civilly amongst each other. They're not gonna be breaking in, stealing from each other. They're not gonna be playing loud ass music at 8 o'clock in the morning. The landlord's gonna have to choose between the two, and I think they're gonna choose tethers, as the blacks call them, the tethers. What do you think, Master Kim?
Oh yeah, absolutely. And the short of it is, so the ADOS are the one from Africa, right?
No, those are the black Americans.
Okay, so then the tethers are the ones from Africa?
Yeah, in the Caribbean. In the Caribbean.
Yeah, so all of those people care deeply about what their parents and older generations think about them. So that in itself polices the behavior. Just that alone will police belligerent behavior. If my mom found out, or if my dad found out, or my uncle, and that speaks volumes. That's why a lot of these old other cultures, because versus the American way to think about, like, fuck it, I'm my own man and I'm going to do my own thing, but having the obligation and the saving face of what if my mom found out, that will in itself police it.
You know how you say, like, the people from foreign countries, that, like, they don't want to involve the police and shit like that? You talk about it in Mexico. That African that got his room broken into and his phone stolen, you think he called the police, Master Kim?
Nope. Did he?
Nope. Nigga said, give me another room, I'm out. He said, thank you, John God. I played in many of your rooms. I don't know what happened this time. You can't, I don't hold you responsible for what the guest did. Somebody did it. He knew the lady downstairs did it.
Yep.
And he said, I don't hold you responsible, but I just don't want to say somewhere where someone would do something like that where I live, And I think that the Black Americans don't know the damage that they're doing by engaging in this type of very short-term behavior, stealing a phone. What could he have had in his room worth stealing? A computer at best, right? Maybe he left his computer behind. That's about his most expensive someone's gonna have left behind in the room, right? A passport, maybe, money. Well, it's like, what did you call it? Like this senseless violence senseless destruction.
Recreational violence.
Recreational. This is recreational, man. Like there was nothing.
Yeah, they're doing it out of boredom, or catching someone slipping, and that's just the price they pay. Of course I got to take it because they're slipping.
What do you think they got for that Samsung phone, Mexican? $25.
Yeah, if even that, or nothing because it was probably so out of date. Versus we all have these old phones because they got old files in it, old phone numbers. So to the individual is the only value, not in the open market.
Yeah, there you go, Mexican. Like, so you see these people are their own worst enemy. Like they can't really blame racism with a straight face. You know what I'm saying? Like tomorrow, she got to re-up. She got to come to me and ask me for like another week or day by day after pulling some stunt like this, right? What do you think I'm going to say there? Anyway. Anyway, it's been a fun stream, guys. We're 2 hours in, man. You guys, please show some support for the channel. The stream here, 21 people in. Just a LandLord view of the world. Down on the street, man on the street. Just giving my little anecdotal take of the world based upon what I see, and other people may argue and say, well, it's just one man's point of view, but I've been doing this for 25 years or so as an adult. Let's see, 25 years, give or take. Adding the time I did it as a child with my mother and father, we're talking about 40 years of experience dealing with the people down on the street. And so, my opinions are not just anecdotal. I think I've seen a pattern here.
Hey, John?
Yeah, sure.
There's a certain level of behavior amongst all cultures, and you see it in the movies a lot, right? Someone's committing a crime, but then when decent, respectable people come around, you at least play off like you're good, you're not up to no good, so on and so forth, so that you save face, even if it's fake. So when your tenants don't even have the energy to even look at it, I mean, that's troublesome, even for their own good, to the landlord. I mean, it's almost like there's a certain level of, they just don't understand the reality of what could happen. And it gets back to that these adult toddlers don't know that it could get raw real quick.
I think, she knew, I don't know if you heard the part where she said she asked the African guy, what is he paying in rent? I don't know if you heard that part. Let me see if I can play that part. And so one of the things that, I've experienced over the years, Master Kim, is that, I gotta say that Black Americans, above all else, will go around to other people in the house and be like, hey, what are you paying? What are you paying? What are you paying? It's kind of like when you're working somewhere, I guess people go around like, what are you paying? There was a black girl on a job at Google or something. She started collecting a spreadsheet of all the employees' salary. Did you ever hear about this, Master Kim?
No, but man, share details.
And I think what it does is it creates an environment where, like, who wants a person that's going around checking salaries or who makes this, who makes what, who pays what? From a landlord perspective, let me see if I can find that article for you. What was it? Black woman salary spreadsheet. Was it Silicon Valley? Maybe it's Silicon Valley. I think I found it, Masking. Anyone in the chat ever heard of this before I bring it up? I'm looking it up now. Here's the article. Basically, is from people of color in tech. Leaked Google spreadsheet reveals black employees earn $20,000 less than white employees. A leaked Google spreadsheet has revealed that black Google employees make $20,000 less on average. I'm trying to see if I can find the woman who was creating the spreadsheet. This may be it. See if I can find it, Mexican. I was hoping I could find it. But you can see it here. A black female engineer challenged Google over discrepancies. Erica Baker, who worked at the search engine, assembled a spreadsheet with colleagues while she was still at the company. You see that, Mexican?
Yes.
And again, I think that, like the Caribbeans, the Africans, they're not doing this shit, man. They're just paying their rent. They're not concerned about what you're paying. They're just trying to pay their rent the best way they can. Let me see if I can show you the woman. I remember this case so, it was so interesting because I was like, damn, you're going to spend your time doing this shit? Here she is here, Erica Baker, the lady who assembled a Google spreadsheet of employees' salaries to prove discrimination. That's what she did when she was at work. She assembled employee salaries. Master Kim, could you imagine an employee doing some shit like this?
It's very unprofessional. It seems like it's very unprofessional. And how old this would be someone very young would do, but this lady looks like in her 30s, too experienced to be doing such silly shit.
And so just like this woman assembled salaries, this black woman in my house was trying to assemble what the rent was. And I think I'll let you listen to that. And this is one of the things, I've had to combat over the years. Mexican, one time, I'll tell you, I had and what is very fucking interesting, Master Kim indeed. I had a Tether living in one of my houses. A Tether is a African or Caribbean from Africa or whatever. And he was living upstairs, and I had a ADOS, a black American, living downstairs, and she didn't want to pay her rent. And she came to the Tether and she says, why don't we both stop paying our rent together? Basically, the bitch want to run a coup on John Galt. And when that motherfucking Tether told me that shit, I was on her motherfucking ass like, you can't believe, Master Ken. Bitch, you trying to run a coup in my house? I can't allow that. You trying to talk some other motherfucker into not paying rent so that you basically could benefit. He can pay his rent. You trying to convince him not to pay. And so the Tether being an honest individual, and as I said, Master Kim, he's the only tenant that has ever moved out of my house and bought his own place. And then he ended up buying another place. And I think the honesty, his honesty in telling me that is why he was able to have such success in the Tether, the African American ADOS, or whatever the hell you want to call it, has had so little success going forward in life. And so she told the guy, hey man, why don't we collude to form a coup to not pay John Galt rent? And the Tether, the African, told me, and I ended up putting her ass out. He helped me put her ass out, by letting me know when she wasn't and wasn't at, when she was and wasn't at home. And I just think, again, like if I had a black American in that house with her, he might would have gone along for the coup and agreed to not pay me rent and take advantage of me. But the African, the Tether, they're wired a little differently. What do you think, Master Kim?
Yeah, very interesting story. No, you're right. And what a gangster little woman that is to try to disrupt, everything you got going on there because she didn't have the money and stuff. Just trying to, there's also a reason behind, why a lot of people are wanting these immigrants to come, like all those Haitians. because the chicken factory they go work at, they're not going to strike. They're not going to collectively come together and say, hey, let's have them give us 2 weeks vacation. So there's a reason why all these immigrants are coming here, because these corporations are going to give them jobs because they don't have to deal with any health insurance or anything like that. No 401, no nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And these people will do 72 hours a week. A 40-hour week is nothing. They'll work 9 to 9 or 8 to 8, 6 days a week. I'm pro-American, by the way. I'm not endorsing that, but you can't blame them.
It's the reality of the matter. It is what it is. That's what it is, But anyway, Master Kim, it's been great having you on. What are we going to talk about in the next segment that we do?
I guess we could maybe talk about what's likely to happen with the 7-Elevens and how there's divestment of these properties. And I did email you guys where they're trying to pull out of 400 stores out of North Carolina. So there's some upcoming really good opportunities to get into the gas station business and whatnot. And the reason I say this because they're scattered everywhere nationally in everyone's neighborhood. And this is something to at least eyeball. And if not, maybe gas station that corner for a car wash or some other, rather than see, these entrenched business people mop up on these 7-Eleven properties. This is a good opportunity to at least start pointing at it, say, hey, if you're interested, keep an eye on this, because some of them might be right down the road from people's houses.
Master Kim, right by the house that you passed by, the big house, there's a church on the corner. Here's the church on the corner. You may remember the church on the corner. And if you look, you see these Hispanic guys, they're mopping up, bro. Look at them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. That's on this side of the roof. And there's some on the other side. And then I think about, it's right on Martin Luther King Avenue. You think about it, Master Kim, like, it's deep in the hood, right?
Yes.
And the Hispanics are deep in the hood, putting roofs on churches and buildings and houses. And how you talk about the cycles of poverty, and I think like the foundational skills of something like that could be, just seeing, someone like you doing it would give you, kind of the energy to do it yourself, but not seeing it. Seeing the guys and Hispanic guys or whatever come into your neighborhood doing it, it just kind of breaks your hope. Would you say that's fair, Ms. Kim?
Yes, because they don't clearly speak the language. They don't clearly understand the American culture, but yet they're grinding away and growing, clearly growing.
Yeah. Anyway, very interesting. Anyway,
so
go ahead.
Yeah, for tomorrow, man, we'll talk about that shop right down the road from your house, and maybe let me search tonight on Biz Buy Sell and pull up another opportunity in addition to the house in that neighborhood of one of your rentals or that liquor store.
Do you think we can get in touch with the owner before we do it on Tuesday?
Yes, good one. So we'll call the owner tomorrow and line everything up for Tuesday. Well said.
See if we get him on the phone.
Are y'all planning on doing this on the making that phone call tomorrow on the stream, or y'all just going to do that behind the scenes?
I think behind the scenes, make sure that we're got the right contact and whatnot.
And so we're looking forward to this on Tuesday.
Yeah. Cause I am interested. Assuming that the guy's able to talk on Tuesday, we can talk to the person that we need to talk to.
Okay, so I can add it to the calendar.
Yeah, I am kind of interested in this building, Master Kim. But that shit a block and a half away from me. I could walk to that building.
That's right.
I could. I'm over here all the time. I could probably pull that. I could probably pull that off. I'd be interested to see what they have to say. It'd be interesting. What do you think they're going to say? I think it's for the whole building, right? It's not just a store.
Yeah, it was the whole building, but they did have it upstairs, remember? And I guess one of the key things is they had liquor or beer and wine there. Is there anything that's happened that they lost it? So therefore, because remember, the death kiss is if you lose lottery, food stamps, which is EBT, or liquor, beer, and wine. If you lose any one of those licenses, you're out of the game anyways. So I'd be kind of curious as to what triggered that location to close, because generally speaking, they would quickly resell it to their own people. You know what I mean? So for it to actually close is highly unusual unless one of the licenses were lost, which doesn't affect the new person.
Man, I could live on top of that building.
That's right.
Was it 2 floors on top or just 1 floor on top?
I thought it was one level above.
It's probably 2 units for sure. 2 1-bedrooms or something like that. I don't know. But I think that could definitely work. You know, for someone like me that's over here all the time, you know, it'd be easy for me to pop in, pop out, or be there, you know. And, you know, I don't know. I'm interested.
Absolutely. Yeah, John, Portia, I gotta let you go. I gotta eat dinner with the family.
All right,
but I'll tune in. I'm gonna just log on, but I'll be still listening to the podcast, and I'm gonna go to the earlier podcast too, so I get brought up on all the details.
Yeah, go listen to the.
So they're not 12 hours, so it'll
Oh
be
yeah.
catch up.
All right. Bye bye, guys. Thank you. Bye bye.
Have a good night.
Have a good night.
I gotta get out of here too, Portia. You probably need to take some time off as well, HB, and get cracking. Stanley, if you want to come up, if you want to start another stream, you feel like.
Yeah, we can start another one. I don't think that you've been around for our Obama coverage with the scolding that he gave to all of those black men. Tried to whip them into shape. And I wanted to get your thoughts on that. So I might tomorrow during the day, if you're up, because it's fall break for me. So I'll just be working and editing stuff and getting stuff set up and getting stuff together for that Halloween thing and all that sort of stuff. So
what do you think about that, Portia? I know I called you, but
yeah, I was in church. Sorry about that.
Yeah, I'm sorry about it. No, it's my fault. I ran over HB. What do you think about it? We might, about $1,500, right?
Oh, so it's about $1,500?
That's the goal. Guys in the chat, we have any commitments? We have a sexy Halloween costume contest. Women have to get up at least 2 minutes, answer a couple questions, show their sexy Halloween costume. We're going to promote it, and we're at a 500 right now. For every 400, I'll add 100. That'll be 500. So we get the 900. That'll be, well, you know what I mean. For every 1,000, I put in 100. So
okay,
if we get the 900, I put in 100, 200, so on and so forth. 1,500, I put in 300, so on and so forth.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea. I was gonna what I have on my docket on my list of to-dos is to work on some campaigning stuff so we can start promoting it now. Every day, a promo video for it and all of that. And then, for the guys, like Sam I Am, for example, that one lady, just as long as what happened that one time doesn't happen this time. But
porn bomb and shit like that.
Well, it wasn't a porn bomb. It was like porn during the stream. But it's just beyond that. Like, I'm sure there's a lot of women that want to participate, especially with $1,500 on the table. So like the number one winner and the runner up or whatever y'all's plans are. I talked to HB about it a little bit. And so I think that he gave me enough for me to come up with some campaign stuff. Mm-hmm. And I can throw something together for that to start to spread the word by tomorrow.
Well, I was thinking, like, let's say if we come up with 1,500, I think we should be, guys, what do you think? You think we should be able to come up with 1,500 people in the chat? We have 27 people in the audience. You think we should be able to come up with 1,500, 1,000, 500? What do you think? We're at 500 right now. So if we only do 500, then we just do one big giveaway. But if we can get to 1,000, we can do probably 2 giveaways.
Like, so 700 and 300.
Now I was thinking we can do 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. So we do it from 7 to 8. Here comes Universal. I know he got good ideas on this shit.
Yeah.
So
Also, I just think whenever I set up the parameters, just they come up, they show their costume, all of that. Whatever questions and stuff that y'all are talking about, asking them, y'all can let me know what questions. Because I'm obviously not going to have anything to do with it beyond what I'm doing in the background. So, it's just y'all letting me know what y'all need me to do so I can get it done.
I think by October 19th, we should have all our commitments. So we
and
can.
So you said that you had 500. So are we sending it to the bank like we did last time to my Cash App, and then I pay people out?
Yeah, and so so if we end up at 500, we do 3, 2, 1. We end up at 1,000. We can do 3, 2, 1, 2 hours at a time. 2 hours. Right. So
3,
7
2.
o'clock, we do 3 hours, 300, 200, 100.
Okay, so 500. So what are the metrics for 500? Is 2 winners, or 500 is 3, 2, 1 still?
Well, 3, 2, 1 would be 600. I'm sorry, that'll be what's it? What it should be 3, 150, 50 or something like that. I don't know. I'll leave it up to you.
Okay.
But then if we get we can just do it hourly. What do you think, Universal John?
Yeah, I think that'll work. My only thought around that is we still need to cap it. So if we do it hourly, just do 2 hours. Because what we might run into as the night gets late is that someone might not show up. So let's say we only have one person show up in the 3rd hour. Then they just automatically get the pot, or are they disqualified?
Well, y'all know a lot of people are going to more than likely show up later.
We need 9 people. That'll be 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, so I didn't hear that part. So are we thinking of having like people like pre-sign up so we know who's going to be participating?
That'd be good. We get a pre-sign.
It's going to be on a Thursday. So I believe on a Thursday, it'll probably be more than likely later. And then if they have kids, have to factor that into it.
Right.
They'll more likely be later.
Yeah. We also have to factor in time zone.
Time zone as well. Yep. So
let's plan for 3 slots. Guys, if you think we can come up with 1,500, let us know. And then we can do 3 slots, 7, 8, 9. Right? That'll probably.
So whenever you're saying slots, tell me what do you mean?
Oh, very good. So let's say we have some contestants come up in the 7-hour slot, and we do the 3, 150, 50. Then in the 8-hour slot, 3, we do the same thing. Was it 3, 150, 50, and then in the 9-hour slot, so we have 3 segments. So that way we can more easily do a poll.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And we can post that poll in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
And what are we judging off of? Like, of course, because you mentioned asking questions. So assuming that the men that are up here, y'all will be asking whatever questions you want to ask of the ladies.
The one question we gotta ask is Kamala Trump.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You gotta answer.
Gotta answer.
Or you're disqualified.
Okay, and then let me see. I'm writing this stuff down. Okay, poll in the chat, asking to the questions. Just an example of one of the questions.
Live for that shit.
And then of course they can stand up, turn around, show their costume.
I think I should be somewhere live for that shit. Someone says, "Yeah, Dane Nixon." We think of like Dane Nixon. There'll be a lot of Halloween parties and shit. I could be somewhere live.
Yeah, so you can actually be somewhere live, and you can actually, of course, like while you're on the block, have stop whatever women, and instead of saying you got 5 seconds, you could just be like, show us your Halloween costume. You're on with John Galt, the urban landlord. Let us see what your Halloween costume. I think that would be great, and so we can have that going. And we can also cue it in with our actual Halloween show. Oh, and it's on a Thursday, so HB he will actually be. I don't want to speak for him, but he should be available to be there for that whole thing that night. So
No one, how much money can we come up with, guys? 500 right now. Anyone with me?
so just because we've done the money pot a few times. I don't even remember what we betted on the last few times that we did the money pot. We were playing some games, but of course the money pot, send it to me and I'll send it to the people. But there were some people that made bets last time, but they didn't send the money. So we have to make sure that y'all actually send it. Like we had the people that sent it, they sent it. But then there was people that said they were going to send it and they got added to the pot, but they never sent it. So we just
that's why I said we need to like cut it off on the 19th, which is next Saturday.
Okay.
And then we'll know exactly what we can offer people, and we know what the segments are going to be. And anyone that come in after that, they can just be like tips. Yeah, hey, baby, you're looking good. Here's a tip. What do you think about that, Universe?
So we can
that'd be good.
To their Cash App.
Yeah, they can put the Cash App out when they come up.
Yeah, what we can do, man, I wish we had a sign. We could be like, yo, come show you a Halloween costume for tips.
I mean, I can make you a sign, but obviously you where you are. I can have it sent to you, or you can go print it off in FedEx.
Yeah, I do that. You send it to me. I go print it out for FedEx. A deadline date is going to be the 19th, guys. The 19th. Let me put that in the chat.
Yeah, and then John, I'm gonna make a community post for it also, so it's more,
University Jones, you got any thoughts about that?
Yeah, Portia, you wasn't here earlier, but I said I can make a commercial. I can get that done tonight. I already got the script written and the
Okay, well you do that, and then that'll save me time from doing it. So the commercial, and I'll see what you come up with. You can shoot that to me.
Yep.
And we are trying to get women to come too. So I mean,
it's only women. Fortunately, we made an executive decision only women.
Yes, women. Yeah, I'm not tripping about that. I don't care about any of that. But I'll make some posts too. And then I'll talk about it as well, so the women feel more comfortable. I mean, I'm not going to be on the panel at all that day, but sometimes women, they feel more comfortable when there's another woman, especially. I mean, unless they're that type of girl. If they're that type of girl, they don't care.
We need to call Kimmy, Case, Lolo, Ava.
Yep.
Great. I think Grace would be great for it. I know people don't like her.
Yeah, she actually might come over.
Grace without her dad. For the money, she's definitely gonna be over.
Yeah, she need it. I think Virgo would get dressed up. She does the Comic-Con thing.
San Jose.
Virgo.
What do you think of San Jose made?
San Jose.
I think if we can try to catch Alt one of these days, she'll probably do it too.
And Beta.
Yeah.
Okay, Alt. Beta.
Then Lo might do it.
Yeah, so right now I have Grace, Kimmy, Lolo, Virgo, San Jose here for the tea, which I'm sure she will. Alt, I know Beta will. Alt, she's never cammed up before, so I don't know if she will. Oh yeah, Ava, we know that Ava will. And I have the list so far, their contacts, so I can reach out to them and see if they would be interested, so I can construct an email for the ladies that I do have their contact for to see if they would be interested. But of course, more or less, you guys as men, y'all reach out to y'all's ladies that y'all got in y'all's phones.
Oh yeah, I might tip the favor.
What are you talking about? What are ladies in the phones?
I may tip the scale in favor of my women. Have all my ladies jump on.
Yeah.
I niggas know what to vote for.
I've been given my orders, so
if you don't mind me indulging University Jones, I feel like dancing right now. University Jones.
Oh, I got the beat. I got the beat for you, John. I'm gonna put it in a commercial. Bands make them dance. Yeah, we're gonna have it.
Boy, did you hear that? The song we're gonna use for the women coming up.
I'll actually let me write that down too, so I can reach out to MFB to make a karaoke version of that. Because I think that this would be better suited on if we're actually streaming from Rumble, but sharing that stream to YouTube just in case it gets crazy.
Bands make them dance.
Bands make her dance. And then I'll text MFB And
Bush, if you don't mind me indulging,
no, y'all go ahead, do your thing.
Universal Jones, boy, I've been on the road right here. Aside from the Princess, Caleb, I'm 0-1 right there. I would have chosen the 49ers over Seahawks, so 1-1 right there.
Yep.
Right, these two.
Yep.
Buccaneers, Saints. I chose the Buccaneers. I think, right?
Yeah, I did too. Yeah.
I'm 2-1. What are you right now? You 2-1 or what?
I am 2-2. Well, I'm 2-1 because I chose the Seahawks. 2-1.
Seahawks. Okay. Well,
yeah. From Thursday.
Well, who did you choose? You chose Seahawks.
I chose the Seahawks on Thursday. Yeah.
You chose the Bears. You chose the Bears. You right.
I chose. I rolled with the Bears.
The Commodores.
Oh man, I lost here. They almost came back, but Derrick Henry was too much for him.
That makes me 3-1 though, right?
Yep, 3-1.
And we
both went with the Packers, so we got that one.
That makes me 4-1. What are you?
I am 4-1 as well.
Colts.
Sorry, I'm 3-2. 3-2.
Right? 3-1. 3-2. I'm 4-1.
Yeah.
Colts Titans. That makes me what?
I chose the Colts.
I chose the Colts too.
Yeah, I think you chose the Colts too because we both was rolling with Joe Flacco.
5-1 for me, and what? 4-2. Was it 4-2 for you?
Yep.
Texans, Paytons.
Yeah, we both went Texans. Yep.
I'm 6-1.
Yep.
And you're 5-2.
Yep. This one I got wrong, but I almost got it right, man.
What did I tell you? What did I tell you though? I told you from day one. What did I say?
Yeah, his mind's on the wrong thing. Something wrong with the black man's mind. He definitely was not the reason why they almost won the game either.
What am I now?
You are 8-1, and I am 5-3.
You go to Vegas with that. You go to Vegas with that. Huh?
Yeah.
Am I wrong? You're not bad either.
I'm 6-3. You're 8-1.
Woo! That's some real numbers right there. 81 is a real number. Here comes another upset.
Yeah, another one. See, I was trying to dig deep today. The Chargers. I went with the Broncos at home. They couldn't pull it off either.
What am I at right now, University Jones? Tell the audience, what am I at right now?
You are at 9-1. I am at 5-4. And I will say this.
What?
Coaching definitely won this game. And Sean Payton got outcoached by Harbaugh.
When we talked about this game, what did I say?
Yeah.
What did I say? When we talked about this game, what did I say, University Jones?
You said coaching was going to make the difference.
And I did, but I also said something else about Harbaugh. What did I say about Harbaugh?
What did you say? We talked about scheme. We talked about the run game, which is what won.
John is elite.
Yeah.
Him is elite. I'm sorry.
Yeah, over his brother. Yes, he did say.
He said because he's a quarterback.
Yep.
What was he in? What position did he play? Quarterback.
Yep, QB.
There you go. He's a leader of men. Natural fit for him to be a coach. That's what I said. Steelers, Raiders. What do I move to now?
Yep. We both. You are now at, I believe, 11-1.
No, not 11. I don't think it's 11. Come on, it can't be that.
Yeah, you already in double digits because you only got one game wrong.
I think it's 10. Is it 10?
10-1.
What are you?
I've lost 4 so far, so I am 6-4.
Okay, so I will be 9-1.
Yep.
Falcons, Panthers. Did I hit them again? Did I?
Yeah, we both had the Falcons. Yeah.
I bet on my boy. I said my boy he's gonna do it. He's gonna do it. Right? I said he's gonna do it. I said he's gonna do it, and he did.
He did. The Panthers look pretty. They look a lot better since they made that quarterback change, but they're still the Panthers.
Abraham Lincoln once said, he said, "What is conservatism?" And he answered, he said, "It's the tried and true." That play action passing, that drop back, taking the snap from center, that shit never gonna go out of style.
Yeah, mechanics.
The fundamentals will never go out of style. And Kirk Cousins, he might be the most fundamental quarterback in the NFL right now. Am I wrong?
Right now, absolutely. And he's
Little fundamentals, right?
he already has taken the Falcons past where they were, I think, last year. So
Yeah.
he's making his money.
The fundamentals would take you farther than you could ever go without. Is that what you're saying?
Mm-hmm. Speaking of fundamentals, the Lions just destroyed the Cowboys, and it was bad.
Yeah, that's yeah.
They ran it up too. They were scoring late in the game. It's like,
who did I pick here? I can't remember. I think I picked the Lions. I think I picked my boy.
You went with the Lions, but yeah, because we had lost hope in Dak. I'm pretty sure Latino for Trump went with the Lions, and then Gary went with the Cowboys. I think he was the only one who went against it.
So where am I right now? Where are you?
I have missed 4. We are at 13 games, so I'm at 9-4. You are at, let's see, you still only lost 1? Yep, you still only lost 1. So you are at 12-1.
Yes, did we go Browns Eagles? We did cover that.
Yeah, we both.
I thought I lost 2.
You took. No, you took the Eagles. Did you take? I don't think you took the Cardinals. You went with the Packers at Lambeau. You went with the Colts. Yeah, you only lost 1 game so far.
I could lose this. Who's playing?
That's next week. You went down too far.
Okay, shit. Oh, okay. I picked Bengals over Giants.
Yeah. And I picked the Bengals. I was going Giants, but I changed my mind when I seen all those injuries. I was like, oh.
Will I go 13-1? Man, if I go 13-1, man, hey,
you could. You did. Did you pick the Jets or the Bills? I don't remember.
I picked the Bills.
All right, yeah.
I go 13-1. We're gonna go fucking Patreon on this motherfucker.
Yeah.
You niggas are taking my bet, and you going to Vegas and making money, and not even giving credit to John Galt. You gotta
watch out for Nas. You know he likes to put the money in the game, so if he's out there, you better be listening.
I can't do that point shit, but I can give you the straight up. I got the algorithm. I think that it really is. It's gonna pay off right there. Like I think I found something, Universal Jones.
Yeah, hey man, the quarterback coach, ratio, fundamentals over flash. I agree. Which I paid attention to that Baltimore Commanders game. And Daniels, he's got good fundamentals. He was throwing that ball pretty well. He's gonna be the truth.
You think it's that white mother that separates him from? I know this is controversial. You may not want to answer. And she ain't white, but she light. You think that you know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah. Does he have a more stable upbringing, more focused? I don't know. I would need to do a little bit more research to know his family dynamic. I've never seen any of his siblings. He might be the only child. So if he is, that could play a role, that she just was able to focus some tension, give him some resources. And whoever found out that he may be a quarterback, he's going to camps, he's doing things that could have made a difference.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's true.
I mean, I do think there's a level of a theory there, but I would look at it more from a basketball standpoint. And look at how many, not half-breeds, but mixed kids are successful in the NBA. And a lot of them have white moms and black dads. And a lot of if you look at if you just look at the last 2 NBA drafts, there were a lot of biracial kids who were drafted, and a lot of foreigners. So I think that says something.
Do you think that as it becomes more sophisticated, the lack of physicality, where you can't fucking put your hand on Steph Curry, he shoot that motherfucker from half court, right? You send him to the free throw line, you're really killing yourself there too.
He's shooting 80-something% from the line. Yeah, I think the game has changed for sure, where you can't hand check, the defense quality is just awful sometimes.
Well, let me ask you this, Universal, and where I'm going with this, see if you can see where I'm going with this. I always equate Steph Curry to a rifle.
Mm-hmm.
And these motherfuckers are slam dunking the ball. They like a fucking pistol.
Yeah.
Right. You shoot a motherfucker from a rifle. You can't. He won't even know who shot him. From what the bullet came from, right? You can't get up on him because if you foul him, he go into the court. He go into the line and wait. It's an even easier shot for him, and you put yourself out of the game. And I think does the physicality that the American-born players, the blacks, that they use to their advantage, is it somehow neutralized?
It is because they'll get in foul trouble. I think the American-born black players are more finessed in fundamentals, and that style of play doesn't work as well anymore due to analytics. So if you can't shoot, you're pretty much not even worth being in the league. Like look at Ben Simmons. Now he's not American-born; he's from Australia, but he can't shoot. But he's a physical player. He's a great defender. He's got good size. He can dunk, but he can't shoot, so he's pretty much obsolete in today's game. In the 90s, he'll be amazing. You know, he pretty much be like a Dennis Rodman who can, you know, dish the ball back and forth. But in today's game, he's pointless.
Do you think Shaq can play in today's game?
Could Shaq play in today's game? He could, because he was just so dominant down low. But he would have to develop at least a 15, 16-foot jump shot.
You think he could do that? He couldn't even shoot a free throw.
And I know he would have to. Like if you look at Joel Embiid, he's like pure fundamentals all over the place. Very physical player. But who's a good comparison to Shaq today? There's not even really one. Yeah, I can't even think of one. Not anybody who's notable.
Is that because the game has moved away from that?
The physicality.
The down low type basketball.
Yeah, well, down low basketball still works with fun, but the fundamental players, right? So you got the Jokic, you got the Joel Embiids of the world, and even now with Wemby, he's very skilled. But down low, he's tall. But even if he was, let's say if he was 6'11", he with that skill set, he's still a dominant force. So, you know, I think that fundamentals are winning and physicality is not, because you're just getting foul trouble in today's game. Yeah, they call fouls for damn near anything down low.
Yeah, interesting. Anyway, Universal, when you starting your channel, man? We looking forward to it.
It's up, man. I did an interview the other day. We can start sharing my link. I'm going to start going live here at some point, probably this week. I'm going to do some pre-recorded videos. There's a few videos that I've kind of tabbed to respond to, so I'll do some responses and then start going live. And then when I come on here, if y'all cool with it, I'll just simulcast, because I can do that right now because I have StreamYard.
Yeah, who did you interview?
I was interviewed. Someone interviewed me, actually.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I'm writing a book. I got a lot of shit going on. I'm writing a book, and she wanted to talk to me about the book that I'm writing.
What's your book going to be about?
Post-traumatic growth. You ever heard of that before?
I can kind of deduce what it's about. Tell me about it.
It's pretty much and this kind of goes against a lot of the stuff when we talk about like racism, white supremacy. But in my world, a lot of people talk about trauma, and there's something called ACEs, adverse childhood experiences, which ultimately says if a kid has a fucked up childhood, there's a good chance they're gonna have, you know, some issues with their mental, emotional health, and potentially even their physical health or their social outcomes. Which there's some truth to it if you look at communities. But so I'm one of the people in my state who does a lot of those trainings, and a lot of people have been asking me, well, what's next? Now that we know about this trauma stuff, what's next? And the next thing is post-traumatic growth. So not allowing the things that you've gone through in your life to set you back, but to help you, but to move forward and understand that there is a level of resiliency as you kind of push through. So that's what the book's about. My goal is to get it out and published by February, but we'll see. I might have to push it back to April.
You have to do a book launch here.
My thoughts on epigenetics. I can talk about epigenetics all day. I think epigenetics plays a slight role, but I don't think it's finite. I think that you can definitely have stress hormones, but it doesn't determine like if you're gonna be a failure. I don't agree with none of that. But yeah, I'm very familiar with epigenetics.
I think
Stanley.
Portia was about to say something. Portia
Oh,
was about to
sorry. Go ahead, Portia.
Oh no, that's what I was saying. I didn't know if you saw the comment in the chat. That's all.
Yeah, and for folks who don't know what epigenetics is, it's ultimately saying that there's genetic and environmental factors that can play a role in how someone develops. Like the best thing to compare it to is stress hormones.
Mm.
And like if a woman like John, like the lady you just showed us that you went over and she's having all the issues with her boyfriend. So let's say she's pregnant and she's living in that condition with this nigga that's going through all that shit. Like she's stressed out. So there's a good chance that her baby's gonna be born with similar stress hormones as her. That's
Yo,
what
that woman was thinking like, who you can't believe, bro. Oh. And the nigga just laying up in there. He like, bro, the trash can receptacle for the government to come take it is right out front. I'm gonna take it. You see all that? You saw all that trash? Did you see the video? You saw the
I
trash?
didn't see the whole video. I was cooking while I was trying to, peek
Portia,
at it while y'all fucking.
trash in her room, Portia. Huh? Is Portia here? You see the trash in her room, Portia?
I think she dipped out.
See, Portia, man. I'm just. Portia saw the trash. Let me show you Universal. What do you think about her calling the man African? Oh, here it is.
Oh yeah, I did hear that part. Yeah, like think about a kid think about a 10-month baby in this condition, man. And she going through all that shit. She's bartending, dealing with some fool. Is that him on the floor? Is that where he's laying?
She might have that nigga sleeping on the sofa.
Yeah, it looked like somebody was sleeping either on that couch or on the floor.
Yeah, that's right. Because the comforter ain't on the bed; it's over there.
Right.
And he might not even be hitting that ass. Ooh, can you imagine that? Did you see the dude? Did you see the dude?
No, I didn't see the dude. No, is he in the video?
Yeah, I'll show you. Look at the room though, Universal. You see the trash right there?
I know. This is where epigenetics takes off right here, folks. Situations like this.
You see all that trash. It's stinking now, Universal. Have mercy.
There ain't no. I mean, yeah, there's trash in it. It shouldn't be smelling that bad though.
Look at that hair, man. Look at that hair on that. And I showed you her picture from Airbnb. Like, she got potential.
I didn't see that.
All right, let me show it to Universal. Let me see if I can show you a picture. Her name is Shatrika.
Oh Lord. Did you go by Shay Shay for short?
What do you think about that, Universal? Shatrika.
Yeah, that's see, man. I would change it if I was her.
Trick. Any y'all niggas out in the chat had a Shatrika.
Shatrika's correct.
I'm sorry, Shadow.
His name is Shay.
I'm talking about Shadow. My bad. It's Shatarika. It's Shatarika.
Shatarika.
Now you can see Universal though. Little motherfucker got a little potential now. She got a little potential.
Yeah. It's slim. Looks kind of tall, maybe about 5'8", 5'9".
Oh yeah, let me show you. Show you Shatarika.
Could have natural hair. I don't know. Yeah, she's a little hood cutie. Got her eyebrows done. I see.
Niggas jump on top of it. Jump up and down on that motherfucker all the time.
She got some natural nails popping.
Look at that hair. Oh, how much?
Yeah. Is that if that's her? I think it's hers based on how it's styled. So yeah, there's some potential there. She just
you know what I want.
Her historical trauma hasn't allowed her to advance, So
Lord is my shepherd. That natural hair. What I want, you know what I want. I am. That is my. That's my weakness. Right there. They can.
HB, I think we can hear you.
That shit.
Yeah, we can.
Girl, that shit right now.
Yeah. No, she got potential. She might try to finesse you though.
Her name is Shatarika.
Shatarika. Somebody said trick for sure. Man, you don't wonder why, like, niggas be asking me, I was on Sharon Bracy's panel one day, then a couple of days ago, stupid ass niggas, do you buy pussy? I know you trick off and fuck some of your team.
My God.
Look at these hoes robbing people. Look at you crazy.
It's too easy to get robbed, man.
Who's got houses, nigga? There wasn't no bitch in no room.
Exactly.
My whole got house. Either you niggas in the chat ever put that question, ever even think about typing? He said, why the fuck would Junk go fuck with these bitches in his house? Look, she kind of cutie though.
Yeah. Look but don't touch policy.
What
Maybe
you said only women that own a house? Is that what you said?
I mean, you know, you gotta have your own place to live. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you live in my house, what the hell I'm laying down, stooping down low to lay with you, right? You ain't gotta own your house. You gotta have somewhere to live. Not a room, preferably. What the hell? You wouldn't be renting a room for me and I'm laying up with you? No, what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
Like, this woman living. Let me show you the woman's man universe. This is
let's see what she's pulling here, or who's pulling her. She's got potential though. Like she ain't bad looking. She can tell look like we eat them lips that.
I think she's cute.
Yeah, the name is killing me, but we can
want you to notice. Oh, I'm not sharing my bad universe. I want you to notice, see if you notice.
That's what I'm saying. I be in my own world in this world. I don't bother nobody.
I want you to see if you notice. Have you seen any of this video in Universal?
No, I only seen her on the bed when you was talking to her when she was on the bed. She was talking about she was a bartender. That's all. That's the only part I've seen.
Just for you, Universal. John Galt makes his entrance.
That's why I can't.
You gotta say it to you.
Universal, you're right. That nigga was sleeping on the sofa. Dang.
Yeah, that's what I thought I seen. Yeah, because it looked like somebody was sleeping.
He homeless. He homeless.
Homosexual.
No, he homeless. Homeless. Dang.
I guess if you rent a room, you can't be a homosexual, right? If your girl's renting a room,
you
homeless. Just period.
You know what I'm saying? Like
you over there with her.
Universal. I had so many tenants just like this. Was she working? I bet you she college educated. I guarantee you.
Oh, I haven't seen flip-flops.
I hope not, man. Come on. She looks young. She don't look like she's even 30 yet.
You want to put a little wager on her being educated?
Man.
You want to put a little wager? I got some inside information, so I ain't.
Yeah. Let's do a dub. Let's do a 20.
Y'all niggas ain't ready. Y'all niggas ain't ready.
I'm gonna say she's at least a community college.
You know what? Let me see. Any cash has came in. Look, it's 3 hours and 23 minutes. Do y'all niggas want to see her profile? It's pretty filled out. Show some support for the channel. We're gonna show you niggas her Airbnb profile.
Jesus.
Matter of fact, you send her cash up. I'll call that bitch right now.
If we send her a cash app?
Y'all send some cash up. To me, John Galt, Portia J, our wonderful editor.
I'll send you a cash app.
No,
Portia, I thought you was a woman of the Lord.
You thought I was what? Universal?
A woman of the Lord. Why you want to pick up this lady on a Sunday?
Well, hey.
You just broken the niggas
24
apart.
hours. Entertainment.
Yeah, we're here.
The content. I'll send a cash app.
I'll send it back to you.
John.
You should be sending Portia J cash apps. We're doing some interesting content here, I think. I call this bitch right now. But look, what was I about to say? God damn, I forgot what I was about to say.
You were saying if she's a college educated, you was gonna show her profile. You said it's pretty filled out.
How many of you niggas want to see her profile? Did white John Galt, do you want to see her profile? Is your opportunities in that cash app? Is the opportunity? I know I'm gonna show it anyway. I ain't gonna fucking hold it over your head. Here we go. You guys ready for this? You ain't ready. Universal Jones, you want to get at it again? You want to take a wild swing?
Yeah, I'm gonna say she's got an associate's degree in something, and I'm gonna say she's probably about 31. She's slightly over 30.
Portia, you got any guess? You want to take a wild swing?
She's renting a room in DC.
DC, ghetto, hood.
Okay, so in the hood, she has on these. I haven't seen flip flops in a very long time. So I can't really.
It's a shower in, so let's be fair.
Okay, shower shoes. Okay, that's a good point. Honestly, I mean, I can't pinpoint it. The picture that you showed is cute. I can see her hair up in a high puff. She has her own hair, and it's very beautiful from here.
Have mercy.
She's, she's not overweight. It looks like she has big boobs. She doesn't seem like she has a problem getting a guy.
You saw her guy. Well, I can say they her guy because he's sleeping on the couch.
Oh, I didn't see him, but I mean, I don't know.
Let me show you him. Let me show you the Negro. You want to see the Negro? Everybody wants to see the Negro. Portia, you just want to see the Negro. There's the Negro. Look at them busted up on his shoes.
There's only one I want to see.
You still busted up ass shoes on that Negro.
Oh man.
Yeah, no.
You know what matters in the hood, Black America, now them shoes, right? Them shoes. Even the migrants got better shoes than this.
Yeah, no. I mean, but like for her to fool with a guy that's like that, I mean that's.
No, I don't think she fooling with it. She fooling with that nigga's on the couch.
But he was on the couch in her room that she was staying in, right?
That's right. That means she didn't fool with him.
No, but still, you not even finna be on my couch.
They could be down in desperation together. They may have rented that room together. You never know, Portia.
Yeah, no.
They may have gone in. They may have taken John Galt's advice and lived like migrants and rented them a room together.
I don't know. I guess I just have different types of standards. I
know your standards are different, Portia, but
your standards are way higher than this.
This is different. This is different. You can't even fathom renting a room. But down on the level where John Galt operates.
I mean, the people that live. The family that lives in my property, they're white, so I mean.
Which I'm telling you,
no problem.
I haven't had any at all.
They're fixing shit for you. Hey,
right.
You gotta read these cabinets, Portia.
You see the room that she lives in. I think I showed the room earlier. I don't know if you saw it. Did you see the room as it looks pre? Their
yeah.
The University. Did you see it? I showed it.
Yeah.
And so I've had people, honestly, Portia, Universal, they'll move into a room and it'd be like, it could just be her brother, it could be her buddy of hers, maybe they work in the same restaurant, who knows? Maybe it's just some nigga that she, friendly with. But he clearly slept on the sofa. He didn't sleep in that bed with her. Look.
Maybe he got in the bed and he got out.
And decided to lay down on the sofa.
Nigga ain't getting up out that bed. Hell no, that red
bone. Or maybe she got on the sofa and let him do his thing over there, and then she got in the bed. No.
That nigga want to chase her all over the room. Whatever.
Yeah. No, that's not how it works.
I don't know.
Listen. We in that room together. Hey, she getting out that bed like she needs the bathroom.
But here's something I want Universal Jones to comment on. Let's see if he catches what I caught. Here's the woman. Can you see her?
Yeah, I can see her.
You can see she's kind of tall because
I picked up on that.
It definitely looks.
She did. And I'm gonna roll it from right here. I may have to fast forward. We'll see. Just one person.
Yeah, and he said that this front door was unlocked. Like people just be walking in here. Somebody, I think, was trying to find their phone and pinged upstairs.
You pinged upstairs?
Yes, it was pinging. I heard that too. I heard like a ping, ping.
Now the nigga don't have an iPhone, so ain't nothing pinging. Anyway, I heard the phone pinging. Yeah. So you heard it from down here when you do that?
Yeah, I heard it. And then
Now she said she was asleep, but she heard the phone pinging from upstairs. No way.
Hold on one second, John. Why did you have to go there? What's the circumstances here?
So the nigga that's with her broke in the man's room. Right?
The nigga with the messed up boots?
Yeah, he broke in the man's room.
Oh my god. Okay.
So he a ADOS. I mean, no, he's a Tether.
Oh no.
And he's a repeated guest. He stayed with me before because I didn't even know this, but when I called him and said, "Yo, what's the deal?" He says, "Man, somebody broke in my room." I said, "What? No way." And so she keep blaming the front door, but no one broke in the front door.
Wow.
And she said no one was here but me. And I said, "Oh, really?" Because the nigga had already told me that her boyfriend was there. He thought it was her boyfriend. He didn't know who it was. And so I want you to listen again, listen closely to, and I want you to watch where the nigga comes from. Now, this is her room right here. You see her room right there? That's her room. Smart lock on the door, right?
I heard the bang.
That she said no one was home. Remember, you heard her say that.
But I was half asleep, so because I got home like 3:30 in the morning.
She got home at 3:30 in the morning. She was still sleeping. 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I don't want to hear nobody else tell me these nickels work 2 jobs.
Oh shit.
That's 12 hours of sleep.
It's Sunday, you know.
The other nigga said don't nobody work on Saturday, so he assumed that don't nobody work 2 jobs. Do you see the video where the nigga said, "Man, it's Saturday. Ain't nobody working on Saturday." You saw that, right?
Yeah, that's crazy.
So there you go. And so
today's a work day.
So nobody works on Saturday and nobody works on Sunday, apparently. Not her, at least.
I didn't really know.
So he said you trying to help him track the phone.
I was trying to help him.
Yeah, you guys said something you trying to track the phone.
I was asleep.
He said something you doing with your phone to try to help him track the phone.
No, I did not.
She tried to help him track his phone, and that's what the guy found so mysterious. Like, how can you help me track my phone if you don't even know my fucking phone number? Interesting.
I helped nobody track nothing.
I mean, the guy said he said you were trying to help him track something with your phone. No. Bitch, somebody lying. Why would that nigga lie? That African, that Tether lie on you.
He's very African, so I know
he's very African.
What does that mean? He sticks to himself.
Listen to this universal.
He's not from here. So.
What?
He don't know how to work. He's not from here.
From what? I thought this is a nation of immigrants. Nobody from here. Ain't that what they said? He's not from here. How does that square with the propaganda that these people spout every day saying nobody's from here? It's a nation of immigrants. How does that square, Universal?
No, it doesn't. But that's a lot of our, our logical process or lack thereof. If it doesn't benefit us, we say the other thing, the opposite. Yeah.
I'm about to get to the meat of it. I want you to analyze this from your psychological background. Here we go. Yeah. And did you have any conversation with him?
Yeah, I talked to him when I woke up. Yeah. And I told him.
Notice how she keep talking about how she was asleep. I was asleep. I don't know what happened. Now, the nigga that got his shit robbed said that the nigga was there with her, but she said the nigga just got here. Watch how she said the nigga just got here.
I told him, I was like, I heard a bang, and he said his door was kicked in or something like that. And it was like, I heard a bang, but I didn't know what was going on because I was asleep.
Did you come back out the front door?
I seen him when he came down.
I'm talking about you or whatever.
No, I didn't see nobody. No.
Come back downstairs.
I just heard the bang. I was asleep. I get off work like 3-4 in the morning. So
when did it happen, by the way?
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, like,
I was half asleep.
It
was recently. It was
Recently, it was like 4 o'clock, which means she said she got off at 3. And she sleep at 4 o'clock. These niggas don't even know how to lie.
Yeah.
Packing his stuff.
He said some of his stuff was down here. Did you see any of his stuff down here?
No. That's what I'm saying.
Now the man said his stuff was downstairs. She said, no, it wasn't downstairs. I ain't seen none of his stuff down here. Bitch, stop lying to me.
Yeah. In this area, this is like a common area right here.
Yeah, this is the common area. This is the living room when you first walk in the front door.
Got it.
And that's her room right there.
I'm in my own world in this world. I don't bother nobody. I don't talk. I try to be respectful. And then
You hear that? Did you hear that? Those stumps coming down the steps?
Yeah.
All right. This is what I want you to.
She kind of stepped to the side too, so she must have seen him coming.
I want you to. Now she probably heard him. I want you to analyze this.
And it's not company. He came here to come regulate and make sure.
Nigga, where was you at? Was you in the bathroom, nigga? Cause I ain't hear no toilet flushing, no sink running. What the fuck was you doing in the bathroom, nigga? You was in that room.
Ah,
right. You broke in.
This is the guy that was in the room with her?
So this is her boyfriend, the one that was sleeping on the sofa. Right. This is her boyfriend, the one that was sleeping on the sofa. He's coming from down upstairs. I ain't hearing a toilet flush. I didn't hear any water running in the sink. No shower being taken. What the hell was he doing upstairs?
So there's a bathroom upstairs.
Bathroom upstairs.
Okay, interesting.
So here he comes from upstairs. And she said, he wasn't here. I want you to listen closely. And I want you to watch what's going on, Universe. And I want you to analyze this. Not from the standpoint of who stole what.
Sure.
But from the standpoint of the male-female interaction.
Dynamic.
He just got here though.
That bitch lying. The nigga said he was there. The African said he was there when he got home and his shit was broken in. He said it was her and a nigga. You hear when it happened?
No, he was not.
You said?
Yeah, I see the posture, hands behind his back.
Well, you hear when
up for himself.
Will you hear when it happened? And who talking?
The woman.
Be respectful.
Let me hear you said it.
This is my friend. This is my company.
For the people that's slow in the uptake, Universal, I'll let you point out again. Who doing the talking for this nigga?
This girl. But also his posture, right? He's sitting like a boy. Hands behind his back.
He just got here though.
You hear when it happened?
No, he was not here.
And at this point, this is when he should say, this is what happened, and this is what I know.
So I was like,
watch what he do, Universal. Look at them shoes, and this is what I keep talking about, Universal, man. Like, this is a broken man.
Yeah.
And I want you to watch what he does to prove the point that I'm making to you. This is a broken man. There's no future in sight for this guy. If he committed suicide, I would not be surprised. If he crashed out and killed someone and forced someone to kill him, I would not be surprised. Watch what he does, Universal.
This door, remember I told you, the door don't be locking. I don't know.
Do I need to show anything, motherfucker? Nigga, I'm done.
Now,
nigga, I'm done.
That's what my kids would do if I was talking to an adult. My kids would just have a seat. They would know, okay, dad's handling business. Let me have a seat. They might ask me for something. Can I see your phone, dad? Or
what do you do? Tell me. Tell the niggas in the audience that don't know what they're saying. What the fuck did he do?
I know what he should have did, and that didn't happen. He decided to have a seat, which is
black ass down.
Which is
let the woman handle that business, right? That's what he did.
That is a commonality. You know, me and Stanley, we went back and forth probably a week or two ago, and I was talking about the subclass of Black culture, and how the male female dynamics are played out, and this is the commonality. You're seeing it right here.
Black ass down.
This is
Sit
it.
your black ass down while
Black males have a seat. Do your black job and vote who I tell you to vote for, and yeah, the black women will take care and handle everything. And black males are used to this. Honestly, we're used to women handling things for us. And I'm not saying that women shouldn't. Oh, who's texting me? I might have to go. Boy, that text all day. But yeah, it doesn't mean that black men shouldn't work with or collaborate with women, but it does say something about not taking any action, which we don't see a lot of black men do. And then when black men do speak up, we always give credit to black women. We always do. I talked about this gentleman on the stream a few days ago, Resma McKinnon. He's from the Twin Cities. He wrote a very popular book called My Grandmother's Hands. He actually talks about the epigenetics and stuff we were talking about earlier. He was on the Breakfast Club recently, and he's doing a children's book. And he's with this other author, another black man. And Charlamagne asked him, speak for yourself, Stanley. I mean, I was speaking for myself. But anyway, Charlamagne had asked him, why did you write this book? And he said, black women. And I was just like, there it is again. It never fails. It never fails. I will speak for myself, Stanley, but this is something that you can observe in many different clips. Even in a lot of the body cam clips that we watch with Portia, when we see the black male-female dynamic, a lot of times those men stand to the side and let the women handle business. It is what it is. It doesn't. I don't.
Oh, and I got another good one for you too, Universal.
I bet you do. What do you think about this video? This black man sitting his black ass down and letting this woman go back and forth with a man.
I mean, I don't agree. Y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Can y'all hear me? Okay,
loud and clear. Yeah.
No, I don't agree with it, but I mean, like, dude is already sleeping on the couch, so she probably doesn't respect him, So if it's a man that a woman doesn't respect, I imagine it would be easier for her to sow disrespect and some sort of masculinity or power over him, just because she doesn't respect him. Now, of course, it would be different if she did. Well, I would like to think it would be different if she did respect him. She wouldn't behave that way, but I mean, God, I don't really,
There he is. We smoked him out. Welcome, White John Galt.
White John Galt is here. You said you were going to tell us her profile, or are you going to show her?
Yeah, I will. Mexican, what do you think about this? The young black man that's sitting his ass down.
Well, just like Portia was kind of hinting at, especially if all the financial dynamics are in her name, whether it be the apartment, the car, the income, everything, she's going to have zero respect for him. So she's got the power play from, even if he wants to eat that night, it's all on her.
All on me.
Can I ask Universal Jones a question by chance?
Sure.
Hey, Universal, hey, man.
What's up?
Obviously, man, great insight. I've got a question to ask you, and again, this is getting free mental advice. What is the term or the proper term for individuals that may have had very traumatic childhoods, but when they grow up, they just got to block it out and act as if it's not even them, because they have to channel their energy and their mental energy towards raising a family and productivity, because the past has nothing to do with the future. And blocking it out is actually a very successful tactic. And I think a lot of these people have it. And John had mentioned about people coming from Rwanda. I mean, they've witnessed with their own eyes, extremely, but they block it out and they get their law license and everything. What would that be called?
Yeah.
If you don't mind me asking.
Yeah.
It's almost like a TV show. They turned the TV off. It's like it never happened.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just suppression. And honestly, those folks, I don't believe, and there's some research that can back this up. Those memories, those experiences don't go anywhere. People will suppress those memories and those emotions. So ultimately, and this is what the book I'm writing about is, the people find ways to use that adversity to move forward. But I do think that you have to actively deal with it, because it can show up and come up in other ways. So it's important that when people are suppressing themselves, that they do find healthy outlets, and sometimes that is through work or through family or through hobbies or other things that bring you joy to keep moving forward. So yeah, suppression is the term. And there's a very common, I would say, pop psychology term when people are dealing with those childhood things called inner child work or inner child healing, where you're just dealing with the pains from your childhood.
Interesting, kind of like the guy that makes it in the NBA rookie year. He's buying like 500 pair of Jordans,
Right?
And like a $3 million crib, first house.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and then then they'll say things like, "I ain't never had these things, so I got to get these," or it's like the dude who buys the crazy big chain. He's like, "Well, this is a hood trophy."
Yep.
Yeah, you're filling in those emotional gaps that normally will get there through healthy family dynamics. Encouragement, which is a huge thing, is encouragement for children. And when you go to play, when you're in spaces like what we're seeing right here, when do these young people get encouraged at all? So, yeah. Oh, thanks for the support, Lola.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. I'm always here to give life advice or tips, not advice, tips. All these things are strategies. There's no solutions. Everybody's subjective. Everybody's life path is a little different. So, I think that you can take anything and work with it, especially childhood trauma. It doesn't have to captivate you, and you don't have to own it. But you do have to deal with it. You do have to have some level of coping when you're moving forward.
Hey, Universal, where's your channel at on YouTube? How can we all find you?
Yeah. Let me get the link. I'll post it. I'll post if I can. I don't know if it's gonna work because I don't have a wrench, but.
What's the title? Universal Jones?
It's actually by Brandon Jones. It's me. So let me put it in the chat. It's BYBRANDON JONES. And I'm gonna put the link in the chat here. 1 second, if I can. Let's see if it works. I might have to log into YouTube to post it.
Let me share your screen. I can share your screen.
Yep, that's it. So there you go. You can catch me there. Feel free to subscribe. Plenty of information. I just did an interview a few days ago with one of my colleagues, telling my own journey and how I got into this work. So definitely check that out.
I posted the direct link into the chat so people can click on that link. So, folks, y'all can click on the link and follow Universal. Oh, I gotta turn that down.
There you go. You guys.
I can hear how loud it is. No. Hey, John. Can you hear me, John?
Loud and clear. What's up?
Could you go on the StreamYard on the brand for the music? Could you turn it down to 6?
Okay.
Like 5 or 6, one of them.
Your number?
Yeah, like the volume bar in the StreamYard.
Yeah. Let me know this, Lord. You talking about for your microphone?
No. For like just the entire StreamYard, where you go to brand and the music. If you just turn it down to like 5 or 6, because this one is actually really loud.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, I'll turn you down.
Okay.
Cool, Universal.
And Master Kim, I just posted it in the back chat for you also.
I'm the dark lady. Yes, I like that.
Yep, thank you, Portia.
You are welcome.
He's almost got 500 subscribers off the rip. Man, he moves fast.
Yep, I subscribe.
Yeah, please subscribe. Well, I've been doing content for a while. If you see, I got about 100-something videos down. I've started and stopped podcasts several times. I'm all over YouTube. If you just search me, you'll find tons of videos of me on YouTube. I just don't go by Universal Jones all the time. So that is I. That is me.
That is you. And you were doing the therapy, the love connection last night with Bob and Lisa.
What did you think about that, Portia?
Yeah, I just thought it was. I couldn't do that, but I thought it was great. Like it's nice to see other people do things that you know that you would never. And their dynamic. I love Bob and I love Mrs. Lisa. I have nothing but the utmost respect for the both of them. And me and Mrs. Lisa, we've had conversations. I mean, gosh, over the last year and a half, you know, just about like she's in education as well, but she's a counselor, and of course, I'm a teacher. But we've just shared, you know, in that experience, and she's just. I think she's an incredible woman. I mean, truly. And her dynamic with Bob and Bob's dynamic with her is so sweet to me. And I think they're perfect for one another. You know, sometimes, you know, things like she was married for a long time, like she said, things didn't work out, and now they've come together, you know, and they're a part of each other's lives. And it was just nice to hear, especially with the dating app, you know, because I guess sometimes you hear positive stories about dating apps. I've never used one before, but, you know, for the people out there, I thought it was good for people to know that love is possible, you know, in whatever which way. So.
And it's never too late. I think another thing that came from last night's conversation.
Oh yeah, it's never too late.
After you know, kind of a long path towards each other, so that's good.
Yeah. You know, you have, you know, a lot of people that have gotten divorced and, you know, looking for love, or some people that have never been married, like myself. I've never been married. You know, I don't have children. Like, that's something I look forward to. But you know, it was nice. I thought it was really cool. I enjoyed it. I think I enjoyed it more just because it's Bob and Mrs. Lisa. And I call her Mrs. Lisa because, like, in my mind, she's Bob's wife. But I think it's because it was them. Like, I mean, like, if we got someone like here for the tea and her husband, we've already, I don't know if you've been there, but we've already talked to Virgo. I mean, I have. I've talked to Virgo and her husband before already, but maybe it's because I'm partial to them. Like, if it was somebody that I did not know, I don't know, but like, I thought it was good.
Good. Yeah, I mean, if folks want to come up and we can do that from time to time.
Yeah, I mean, we can make a segment out of it, of course, if they're comfortable with it.
Yeah, and it doesn't have to be couples. We can do individuals. Like, you know, if people want to hop on and talk about, you know, their relationship issues, we can navigate through those too. So come get this free, counseling. We're not gonna call it therapy. Come get this free counseling.
Hey, Portia, HB talking shit about your mic. We know we give you a difference over here with HB is talking shit about your mic. Your mic sounds like shit.
Oh, he's HB's in the chat. Oh, I'll hop off.
He said your mic sounds like shit. No one's gonna tell you.
Sorry, I'll hop off.
That was Portia, by the way.
John, was there anything else from the video clip you wanted to go over?
Oh no, really, I was just wanted to know if you saw how he sat down and how docile he was.
Oh yeah, man. But again, he's probably been doing that most of his life, unfortunately, right? With his mom and now this woman. The fact that he's staying in a room that she's staying in says a lot.
She's painful.
Yeah, it says a lot.
You think he probably want to sleep with her? You probably find her halfway attractive.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, why would you not try to?
But she got him consigned to the couch.
Hey man, when you got nowhere to go, you gotta do what you gotta do, I guess. But he's gonna try to, you know, she's gonna need to pay a deposit, a D deposit at some point. So, you know, he's just gonna bide his time.
That's when he's gonna have to leave.
She's gonna bring the other one over.
That's when she gonna call Tyrone.
Tyrone. He's coming too. Ready.
Yeah, nigga, Man, you still want to go for a few hours all day. Man. I think we got you 5 subscribers so far. Let's see.
Oh, let's go. Yeah, let's run it
Initially,
up. I'm trying to get to 1,000 by the end of the year, so let's run it up.
initially
Why
you
not?
were 436. Now you're 441. Let's see. I'm gonna hit the refresh.
I appreciate y'all subscribing. Thank you.
445. Let's see.
There's a lot of content on there.
Okay, I was close. 443. So 108 videos. You guys got a lot of catching up to do. That's right.
Perfect.
Well, man, you know, I think this is the last nice day in DC. I'm gonna go out and have a cocktail, have a drink. I think I'm deserving of that right now.
Yeah, why not? Bring in the fall the right way. Why not?
There you go. Bring in the fall the right way. I hope you guys have a great, you know, Sunday, and you never know. I may hop back on just like I did to start the stream. We've been 3 hours, 30 minutes in. Please support this stream. Again, HB, John Galt, and our wonderful editor, Portia J. We appreciate all the support. Thank you again. Universal, any last thoughts? Anything you want to say?
My last thoughts. While some people came in before, after we talked about this, but we are gonna have a Halloween costume contest for the ladies on Halloween, October 31st. It's a Thursday night. Cash prizes for first, second, and third place. More details are coming. Commercials, information, sign up, all that good stuff. So, ladies, come prepared to win some money on Halloween. That's it.
I like the sound of that. I got a mouthful. I'm so sorry.
It's all good, John. We'll talk to you later, man. Peace.
That sounds good. Thank you. Thank you, everyone, for joining. Yeah.